gentlemen, we're back at it once a motherfucking again. Made it through.
Brews, episode I think 11.
Number 1 show. 11 weeks. God damn. We've been at this shit almost as long as Trump's been president.
Basically, we're like Rachel Maddow.
We came back just to serve the people and to promote what is right.
Promote what's right. Maybe sell some merch.
Nah, we don't care about the merch, guys.
Maybe you think if we 180'd and we went full pro Trump, we could like turn around.
No.
We get like cabinet positions.
No.
We
not a
get
chance.
the MAGA money.
We wouldn't even be able to
MAGA grifter money.
Well, it depends on how far we're willing to go.
Following a trusted news source. That's right, Ezra. Tell your friends. Tell everyone you know, all right? All right. But holy shit.
Busy fucking week, gents.
Lot of shit going on this week.
In government and finance and fucking everything.
And in here, bro. We upgraded some equipment.
We're the number 1 show on the internet for a reason. We upgrade every single week.
Live from Long Island Kitchen Studios.
It feels more spacious.
Shouts out Innovative Interiors.
More spacious.
Every week I set this up, I get a little bit more. I get a little bit better at it.
No, I can tell. This one make a bit. I feel like I got some arm room now and shit.
Dude, I got every time the lighting. That's gonna start getting way better soon. This actually doesn't look that bad right now, but let's see. Enough about that.
Enough about this random bullshit.
What happened this week?
Let's talk about the real meat and potatoes of the news this week.
Came super prepared.
So first of all, Australia. It sounds like they had like elections or some shit. I don't really know.
It's the second big country to have had the conservatives in the lead.
Is Australia really a big country, man? They're kind of a bunch of pussies.
They're a big country. In terms of the world?
In terms of land size, they're massive. I'm not trying to deny that, but
pop cultural relevance.
Nah.
They're in there. What are the mainstream countries?
They're like a meme, bruh. You think Australia is mainstream?
Think about how many countries there are. There's like 200 and something countries.
That's a lot of
countries.
countries.
You don't think Australia's in the upper?
They're in the mix. They're in the mix, but
actually, this is a great. What are the top 10 relevant countries?
According to Nikki D, or like just objectively?
I would hope those are the same.
Okay, so obviously America, Russia, China. That's probably like the big three. Big three.
America, Russia, China.
We're gonna throw Germany in there.
Germany.
We're probably gonna throw France in there. We're probably gonna throw the UK in there.
UK.
What am I at 6?
Yeah.
Probably have to throw Nigeria in there.
Nigeria?
Probably do.
What gets Nigeria on the list?
They have the biggest city in Africa, Lagos.
That's all you need is just the biggest city on the continent.
Well, I mean, I think that they're culturally relevant. They got like some popular singers and shit there, right? Like all that stuff.
You think that Nigeria is more relevant than Australia?
What culturally comes from Australia other than, like, not just like something that exists there? Like, I'm not talking about kangaroos. Like, what like musical artist or like movie or anything comes from Australia?
Margot Robbie, Iggy, Hugh Jackman.
Iggy. Okay. End the list there.
Jim Jeffries.
We're done. After you said Iggy, end the list there.
Bro, you're an Iggy hater?
I'm in Australia. I like Australia. I like the people.
Mad Max.
Listen to me.
Automatically.
I love the country
Mad Max
of Australia. But is it really that significant? Like,
I think it's like if you asked Americans like name countries.
Yeah.
I think Australia.
Yeah, they would get that. That's a layup. That's a layup.
It's one of the only ones they could get.
I wouldn't say only. Well, maybe.
Come on.
Yeah, but they're gonna say Cuba too.
But
for
basically,
no reason.
I think a lot of people would not say Cuba. I bet a lot of people think Cuba's like Puerto Rico.
Like it's not technically a country.
Yeah,
I hope not. I don't think people are that dumb. Maybe.
But anyway,
they had elections.
But they're another country. Like, would you say they're on level with Canada?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
definitely.
So, like Canada,
I'm just talking shit. Like I don't got no beef with Australia.
They're gonna come at us, bro.
They will.
Listen, you can't. I mean, I love to roast Australians. I mean, you gotta live on like the tiny edge of the coast. If you
Down under.
If you go a kilometer in more, you get killed by any animal.
And there's nothing
just
there.
Any of them.
Yeah.
But anyway,
you know they export the most sand. of any country. It's true. Look
Do
it
they
up.
have the best sand?
I don't know if they have the best sand, but
Because
they export the most of it.
I would think like countries that are like desert would export sand like a motherfucker.
I don't really
But
know how it works.
I guess they're out there.
You would also think Australia would be too far away to make it worth it. Like, wouldn't you just want sand from your own continent? Like,
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's probably different qualities of sand.
yeah, it must be.
We're gonna Google who has the best sand.
We'll investigate this.
Who has the best sand? But basically, another election, just like Canada, where the conservative was in the lead, then Trump won here, and then all of a sudden the liberals started gaining momentum.
And it's kind of funny because Trump is like, he kind of likes it.
he took credit for it.
He loves it.
He met with the I think it's the Canadian guy.
Yeah, Mark Carney.
Yeah, and the guy the guy was
That
like,
meeting was very interesting
Trump
to
was
watch.
like, you probably should thank me, like whatever, like bro, you don't realize it was.
He thinks that it's like he owes him because
Yes,
like he got
yes.
him elected.
Crazy.
Hating Trump gets you elected now,
Yeah.
which
And-
I mean,
and
fair.
and then therefore you owe Trump.
Yeah, exactly.
Every liberal that wins an election in another country
It's kind of logical.
has to thank Trump.
Kind of makes sense.
Has to thank Trump.
But so who has the best sand?
Philippines.
The Philippines is up there.
Just
Well, it
FYI.
depends on what you're looking for. Like,
Clearwater Beach in Florida.
there's no best sand, bro.
I bet there's sand that's better than other sand.
It depends on what you're looking for. Are you looking for soil quality? Are you looking for quality of life that can live there? Are you looking
Can
for
you build on the sand? I think that's what the criteria is. That's what I would guess.
That kind of makes sense.
Right? If you can build on the sand.
That's probably what those.
Yeah,
That's the
in.
shit that China's using. I bet for their man-made islands.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
sir.
so good for Trump. He gets to be the center of attention in another country.
Which is really what he actually wants more than anything.
He wants to be there around the world. He wants
Sahara
all
got good
eyes
sand.
on him. Yeah, I bet you can't name 5 deserts right now.
I probably can't.
Damn.
I don't know that I could.
Damn.
I really don't know that I could name.
You got the Arabian, you got the Mojave, you got the what's the one in Mexico? Is that the Mojave? I don't even know. But
Yeah, I see. It's tough.
yeah, there's not
Yo,
a lot of deserts
Yo,
really.
we should
There's
go-
not that
We
many.
should go on the street. Yo, name 5 deserts.
They'll creep up on you.
Name 5 deserts, bro.
They'll creep up on you, those
That's what I'm
deserts.
saying.
But
So yeah, Australia got saved because we fucked ourselves. We're like,
do you think it's that the whole world is going the opposite of us, or do you think that, like, I think it's just Trump. It's like the Trump effect, right? Like,
I think
people
it's-
see what he's doing and they're like,
yes,
"Fuck this."
I think it's like if there was a movie, and like we're like all standing on the edge of a cliff,
Yeah,
and we're like, nobody can make that jump, and then Trump was like, I can make that jump, and then there's a bunch of people that are like, I can make that jump, we can make that jump, and then Trump went first and ate shit, and they're like, okay, we're not gonna do that jump. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
Like
the
we pushed the
equivalence.
button in America, and then everybody else got to see and go, actually, maybe not. Maybe we won't push that button. That's how I feel.
See, that's the thing, because I actually don't think that it's a rejection of conservatism. I think it's strictly a rejection of Trump. Like, I don't think that it's anything about his beliefs. I think that it's like people just don't like this fucking guy.
Oh, it's
Especially Europeans and abroad. People
it's
just
never
don't
had
fucking
anything
like
to
the
do
guy.
with Trump's beliefs, but he is like the avatar for conservatism right now.
Oh,
At
yeah.
least here.
Oh, yeah.
So it kind of is a rejection of conservative. At least as
In a way.
as
In a way.
Trump packages it.
Yeah.
Somebody could come along and say it differently and get better. But, you know, that's Australia saved. I mean, Australia's kind of fucked anyway. Their rents are high as shit.
Dude, what
You need like 8 pounds of sunscreen to spend 15 minutes outside.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, who the fuck wants to live in Australia?
A lot of hot people, though.
It's expensive as
Attractive
shit.
people. Men and women.
Melbourne is like the only nice city.
Margot Robbie?
Margot Robbie, she's cool, I guess, but
Barbie, dude.
I think she's still a 10 over
Barbie
there. I don't
Australian.
think it's like there's like
You think that's the case?
I don't think there's tons of Margot Robbies just
think there's
sitting around
decent
Australia.
amount of Margot Robbies
I don't think so.
that are like close.
I think she's like the diamond in the rough.
I don't know.
We got to go to figure
Yeah,
out.
you
We
know
got to
what?
find out.
Dude, news with Brews live from Australia.
We're going down under.
Going down under. Yo, every country where the conservatives were in the lead and ended up losing, we go to.
Dude, we'll blend right
We're
in.
going to Canada.
Beard
going
kind of
Australia.
matches Nigel Thornberry, you know?
I gotta. Dude,
We will blend right in, fam.
We will. So shouts out Australia.
Yeah. We
That-
fuck with y'all.
MVP of the week.
No,
The
definitely
people of
not.
Australia.
Definitely not. You
No.
want to do that? Winners and losers?
Yes. We will
Okay.
do that. We got winners and losers.
You want to
this
start that
week.
right now?
Yeah, let's do
Let's
it.
get it. Let's get
What's
it.
your winner of the week?
Winner of the week, Nikola Jokic. This guy's a fucking demon. So he decides we're going to win game 7 by 30 points. Right? That's normal.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then 2 days later, he starts a series against the number 1 team in basketball. And
Thunder?
yeah, the Thunder. And he drops 44 points and 24 rebounds on their dome. And they win game 1. And the Thunder are
Jokic.
down somehow.
I saw the clip of Jokic on the sideline, and it looks like he's coaching.
Yes,
Like
dude.
he's
He's getting so into it, which he's kind of losing some rep because he had the rep of like, oh, this guy doesn't even care about basketball. Now it's like, okay, this guy fucking cares.
Yeah, because I remember you see clips of that guy, and you're like, he just like was too big for any other job.
Yeah.
like,
And
that's how he ended up playing basketball.
He was fat at first. He wasn't even good.
fat.
He literally wasn't good.
He's
Have you seen
giant.
that there's like a passport picture of him from when he was like 15 and he's just like this super chubby little white kid and it's
Love
like, dude, now he's the best player in the NBA.
Look,
He's the best player.
could happen to anybody. One summer you just grow a foot and a half, and your life is different.
And then instead of riding
Your
horses,
career path changes, dude.
Yep.
One growth spurt. And I've heard it. I remember on the Last Dance, the Bulls thing. I think it was Scottie Pippen. He was talking about his life or whatever, and he's like, and then one summer, I grew like 6 feet. I grew like a foot.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck?
And everything it's like that
Yeah.
like Avatar shit and everything changed.
It's like, well, that's not even remotely fair. What the fuck?
Must be nice, Scotty.
Must be nice.
Must
that
be fucking nice.
just over a summer. Can you imagine? Like, you leave school.
I couldn't imagine that. No, I don't think I could
you
imagine
leave school
that.
for the summer. You come back the next year, and everybody.
You're 6'6".
It's like, what the fuck happened to you?
Yeah, nah. I couldn't imagine that. Hey, this is Short King Week.
Is that official?
Yeah, 5'5" through 5'9". It's Short King
Short
Week.
King Week.
Make
That's
sure you
us,
celebrate.
baby.
Celebrate with the friends.
Let's go.
It's a big week for us.
Fuck your tall friends, all right?
On
Anybody
God.
5'10" and up.
If they are good at basketball, we don't fuck with
Yo,
them.
if you're 5'10" and up, Venmo all your Short King friends $20 a pop for the week.
We need reparations.
saying?
We need reparations for
We
being
need that
short.
Shit, bro.
Please.
We need it.
We're begging. We're begging you.
I need money to stand on, so I'm 6'6". You know what I'm saying?
So that's number 1 winner of the week. You got any winners of the week?
Jokic. My winner of the week. Who do I didn't even honestly. Didn't think
All right,
of
all
one.
right, all right. We'll revisit
I think
later
this week
on.
is full of losers. I don't think
Yeah.
anybody did anything cool this week.
There wasn't that much dope shit that happened this week.
bunch of
Harvard, they're fucking
You know
with
what?
Trump admin.
Harvard's
a winner.
Harvard is
yes,
the winner of the week.
Harvard is a winner.
Harvard is the winner of the week.
So they published a
Let me see if I can pull
spell
it up.
check.
Yeah.
So the Secretary of Education sent them a letter. What was it? Basically saying that their tax exemption status was going away. Is that what it was?
All your money's gone. All your research money get fucked.
They're trying to fuck over. They're trying to strong arm Harvard, which it's like that's the most elite people in the world. Like you're not gonna be able to get away with this one.
Yes,
like
sir.
it's just not gonna happen. You got all these fucking Supreme Court justices. You got all these fucking congressmen. You got all these motherfucking. Everyone is from Harvard. Like all of these important high up people, they all went to Harvard.
We checked one week Supreme Court. We're like everybody either went to Harvard or Yale.
Harvard, I think there was Notre
maybe
Dame was
one.
one.
Yeah, one.
Because of Amy Coney Barrett, Notre Dame. Yeah.
You think I bet they've talked shit.
Oh,
Like,
no doubt.
The Harvard Yale guys.
But I bet she talks shit too.
Notre
Like, yo,
Dame.
they don't even care about Jesus like that. But that's what she says to them.
I bet.
Yeah.
But literally, so they sent a letter. Linda McMahon, wife of Vince McMahon, creator or CEO of WWE.
Wait, is this real?
I think this is real, bro.
No, I think that this is just someone did. Is this actually Harvard that did this?
My understanding is that Harvard did do it. But let's
That's
check.
kind of savage on Harvard's part. If they really did that. No, this is fake news.
Okay, somebody else.
Yeah, nice try.
But
You got fake
regardless,
news, Nico.
I got fake news.
We get to shame Nico. Everyone in the chat. Everyone in the chat, tell him he got boomed.
Fuck, man.
But It is still funny how many fucking mistakes are in this email, in this letter. Like,
I took a writing class.
yeah.
And I had to turn in a draft, and I got feedback back. And my shit did not look this bad.
Dude, I remember junior year, my
shit did not
teacher
look
was
this
like,
bad, yo.
my teacher deadass told me junior year, she's like, listen, y'all, I'm reading to the second grammar mistake, and that's it. Like, you're not getting a grade after that.
In college?
No, in high school, bro. In fucking high school.
That's who the fuck did that?
Miss Miles, bro. She's a psychopath.
I had her in 11th grade.
Oh,
So
yeah, that's what I
honors.
was saying. Yeah, 11th grade, junior year.
You had her for
AP.
For AP? Oh no, I had her for honors.
And she said, I'm not reading after the second grammar mistake.
That's crazy because I had a couple. I did have a good chunk of little grammar mistakes.
No, she was dead wrong for that. But
That's crazy.
we should apply that shit to the Secretary of Education.
Yes.
Like, Harvard should read that shit until she spells 3 things wrong and then just move on.
Boom, gone. You're gone.
We're done with this. What type of bullshit are you talking about, Linda McMahon?
It's
Wrestling
crazy.
superstar Linda McMahon?
She's like, we gotta stop with this research.
Bro,
Yo, we gotta.
that shit gets me fed up.
Let me throw up this clip from last week.
Yeah, let's check it out.
This is what I'm gonna post. It's new. Everybody gets a sneak peek before I post it on social.
Let's take a look at this shit.
And it is relevant to what we're talking about.
Oh, is it? Oh, is it now? You learned nothing in school. Okay.
Oh, how the fuck do I?
You just open it.
No, but it's not gonna show on the browser.
Not on browser, no.
I'm gonna put it up this way.
Figuring this shit out.
There's gonna
Schools.
be unironic fuck education.
Dude,
Fuck
people
schools.
hate these schools. They think it's
You know
just
what I hate?
propaganda.
You know what I hate? When people say fucking you learn nothing in school. I went to school, I didn't learn shit. Bro,
You must not have
that's
been
a
paying attention,
self-report, bro. That's a you problem.
For
That is
real.
a skill issue, bro.
On God.
You went to the place.
You can learn a lot
You
of
went to
shit.
the place with like almost all the knowledge, and you got nothing.
No, that's a bad look.
That's a fucking you issue. That's a you problem.
It's a bad
I did
fucking
learn
look.
a bunch.
That shit almost made me tear up. That was beauty.
Let's go.
That was a fucking beauty.
Those are my editing skills.
How does Nico do this shit?
Getting slightly better. I have
Yes, sir.
time. That's really what it is. Your boy jobless. Well, technically, I do have a slight job now, but
Root for Harvard.
root for Harvard, root for education school. Like, what the fuck? It drives me insane.
What are we even talking
that
about
we're
here?
straight up like schools are the problem.
Dude, and it's funny.
JD Vance, professors are the problem. Like, yo, you're the devil, bro.
And it's funny because
You're
you back
fucking
it out,
shit.
right? Like, don't think about it from our perspective. Think about it from our parents' perspective, right?
Mhm.
Nico, how many times when you were growing up did your parents tell you you have to go to college?
They
Not
were
that
pretty-
much or a good amount?
They were like,
Because my parents told me that all the fucking time. They're like, you have to go to college
my
or you're
parents-
going to be a failure.
My parents were like, never wanted to force me to do anything.
That's dope.
But when I started going back to school, there was like a slight like
You could tell they were more,
they're
a
like,
little
"Thank
more.
God. Yeah. But no, a lot of parents, everybody fucking go to college.
Yeah, and now they're like, it's like they think that they fucked up because they send their kids to school, they get educated, they come back with these like well thought out beliefs and shit,
Yeah.
and they're like, this kid's fucking brainwashed.
That, and then also, people go like, I also hate that people are like, only like the STEM major matters.
Yeah, that's
I
dumb
hate
too.
that shit, bro.
I think that argument I'll give a little bit more like, okay, I see where you're coming from. Like, I'm not gonna get in a debate about is gender studies useful or not. It is useful, but I'm not gonna waste time arguing about that because I'm probably never gonna change anyone's mind. Like, if they think that gender studies is useless, I'm never gonna convince them that it's not.
I don't know, bro.
I don't think I can. You think you can?
I think like I feel like you're just dumb if you don't think like it's like there's so much shit that's like useful to like
Literally anything could be useful.
it's like but it's like there's so many of us like human beings like thank God it's like divert like everybody could do something. You know what I'm saying?
Specialization.
Like, you
yeah.
like you and me, we're not gonna do you're not gonna do gender studies. We're not gonna go deep into the but shouts
not for
out
me. It's
but
just not for
shouts
me.
out somebody out there is.
Yes.
So we have it on
and they can tell us
standby.
why our brains
Yeah.
are different than the stupid women.
We need
I'm just kidding.
Exactly. But we need that fucking those different perspectives and different areas of fucking studying, bro. It's important.
It's important to have.
These people don't think that.
A diverse array of perspectives, and it's like, but that's what I'm saying is now that we have the diverse perspectives, a bunch of these parents are like, oh, never mind, that was stupid as fuck. We should have just told you to be a plumber.
This is what's fucked, bro. Is half the country is like afraid of moving forward.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like they literally are like, just don't ever change anything.
They think, but it's not just that they think that, because in their head it's not like that.
No, it is. I think
it
so?
is.
I think it is.
So?
What do you think it is?
I think to them it's like take religion for example.
Yeah.
Right. Like us, we're kind of like, religion is what it is, but we don't really give a fuck. Like,
it's like
but to them, it's like, oh, the reason religion nowadays is viewed as more extreme is because society has less morals than they did before.
Yeah, but I don't think that's correct. I feel like I think the exact
Hold on. Actually, hold on.
I think the exact opposite, by the way. I think we have way more
Let me go to MS Paint.
People today are way more prone to go like, this is fucked up than back in the days.
Oh, I can't get this on screen.
I got you. I can do it.
You can? Okay, boom.
I can do it.
I need to do a drawing for this. I need to show the people what I'm trying to say.
We're just gonna display capture this shit. Yeah.
Boom. Microsoft Paint.
Yeah.
Waboom.
Hold on.
We're doing drawings, guys. Fuck with us.
Fuck with us.
Make sure you drop a like if you're watching. We appreciate
Paint.
y'all.
All
right. Here's what I'm saying. Right? You got a graph. You got a graph, and it's like here.
I almost went to drink my mic and stuff up here.
You got like morals of society.
Okay, yeah.
Of society, and then here it's like time, right?
Are you gonna say we've gotten?
And it's like the morals are like they're just going down, right?
Do you think that? Or you think that's what they think?
Well, I think that we do live in a more hedonistic society than we did back in the day.
But like morals, like think about like
yes,
fucking,
bro. Think about fucking
racism, slavery, fucking
you're
domestic
right.
abuse. Like
you're right. All right. How about this? How about this? It starts off like here.
Because as a species, humanity, we started off so immoral.
No, you're right. We did.
So fucking immoral.
Well, we started off okay, and then it went down because we had slavery and all that shit.
I think we were fucking animals. And we
Okay. Let's start the graph
yeah.
at 1950. Okay, let's start the graph at 19. So we don't have to.
1950?
That was Truman. Truman was the president.
So we're dropping the nuclear bomb.
We're okay, yeah. So
we start on a bad.
But racism's already over, right? Slavery, at least.
Civil rights.
Okay, you know what? This graph only applies to white people. This graph only applies to white people.
Only applies to white people.
Only applies to white people.
The white people morality graph.
White people morality. Okay.
Okay.
So the morals are going, kind of sideways, and they're just down over time. Really, they're just going down.
The morality of white people has gone down over time.
Bro, think about all the OnlyFans people. Think about all the.
I don't think that's immoral. I would say if I can do my own color for the chart.
Let's see it.
I would say, as time we've gone like this, I would say it's more like a. And then like a.
Oh, that's like Trump there, or what's that?
Yeah, I think this might be 2016.
Okay, I'm fucking with that.
But I think it's been like a slight. We're slowly getting better, and then we just like decided.
But the Republican argument though is that like this is like how it kind of happens, and then you have religion.
Yeah.
Religion.
Disagree. This is where I disagree hard.
And religion's never moving. It's just a flat line. And it's like, oh, the reason religion is more extreme now is because society is less moral. That's what conservatives would say.
Think about the Crusades, man.
No, we did a bunch of fucked up shit back in the day. That's why we're starting in 1950,
but
Nico.
So much like
that's why we're starting in 1950.
So much horrible shit.
You guys get the point.
You can like get down to.
I got it.
Comes down to fucking religion. So much religion has caused a lot of fucking horrific shit out here, bro.
Yeah, it's caused some good things though. Like we have like laws and shit. Like laws are a direct.
But you think if there was no religion, we wouldn't have gotten to laws?
Maybe
You know what I'm
not.
saying?
I don't.
What?
Well, considering that's how it actually happened.
What?
Why do you think we started? Isn't that why we started? Wait. Okay. I could be a fucking idiot. Okay. Isn't that why we started writing? Is because we had to like write down like what Jesus did and all that shit. I don't think we even wrote before that shit.
I don't.
No, there was Mesopotamian shit writing before that, but
because
there was definitely a huge amount more writing.
In Jesus'
after
time, there was like no writing. There was like I think they started writing way later. I think a lot of it was like passed down orally.
A lot of people I think started writing because of Jesus. I'm sure that there were writings before that. Let's check this out.
Why did writing start?
That's a
no.
Okay, just look up did.
Who?
Okay, well this makes sense. I'm sure that it's not the only reason. Did Jesus make more people right? Just look at that. Look up that. I feel like we're B-Lou and fucking yes. We're B-Lou and fucking that other guy. Was not Dude, it sounds true. Just let me go with it.
How long after Jesus was
it sounds good enough, guys.
Written down? Huh? That's the question.
That is the real question we're trying to answer. And I think it was pretty like 40 years.
Story of Jesus was written down 40 to 65 years after his crucifixion and resurrection. So 40 to 60 years after he died. Basically a whole new group of people were like, we're going to write down this Jesus shit. And I think
that's what I'm saying.
It was a scam.
You think it just didn't happen?
I think a bunch of people were like, let's fucking write the Bible and say it was Jesus.
Nah. All historical accounts say that Jesus existed, bro.
Well, as a human being, yeah, but
no, like not just that. There's like independent of accounts.
Oh, I know this.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, so you think like he split the sea for real, literally?
No,
that's what I'm saying. Like a bunch of people came back later and were like, "We're gonna fucking say Jesus was this awesome dude."
Actually, I don't really know how that shit happened,
bro.
I don't know how. That wasn't Jesus, bro. That was Moses.
You know what they say about
first of all, that was Moses.
But same shit, bro.
It's not the same shit.
Same shit. This is what
Trout of Turin.
This is
See,
what they.
Uni knows, dog.
This is what they say. They go, the Bible is all true, and some of it actually happened. That's how they say it.
Okay.
And
I could see that.
It makes sense, but fuck that shit, bro.
But no, I think that's why, like, conservatives don't think that they're moving against the culture. They think the culture's moving against the morals of our society.
Yeah, but they're dumb.
They're tripping. They geeked up.
We're moving forward, and they're like, no. Stay right here. Fucking women in the kitchen. It works. We're good. Leave it alone.
I don't think Republicans aren't saying women in the kitchen. What? That's just Myron and Sneako.
Bruh.
That's just Myron and Sneako,
bruh.
You're telling me if we ask conservatives, like if we
should women vote?
Yeah.
All of them are going to say yes.
No, I disagree.
Okay, you have online brain. No, you have online brain.
I would say I don't think it's. You think it's what, like a 90%?
I think like 95% would say no.
No.
Yes, women should be able to vote.
You're too optimistic, bro.
Bruh. You actually have.
Where
online
are you getting
brain.
that number from? Just your gut?
Yes.
Yeah, fuck that.
If anything, I think I'm going low. Like I feel like it. Uni thinks 70 to 80. That seems low too. I don't know.
I would believe it's more than half would say that, but I think it's like not that close. Fucking, I'm gonna ask ChatGPT this question.
Yeah, ChatGPT will know this shit. Dude, ChatGPT has gotten so fucking smart recently. I feel like when I first was asking this shit, it didn't know anything. Now it knows fucking everything.
There's no recent polling data that a significant portion, blah 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 blah. Historically,
bro, let's just be real, man. These people aren't that crazy.
33% of Republicans country hasn't made enough progress. 48% think it's about right. 17% feel it's gone too far.
So 17 says that it's gone too far. So that's the high end of people that would say that women can't. That's not even, most of those people still wouldn't, I don't think.
All right, so Uni was kind of right.
Yeah.
Uni was in the ballpark.
No. Well, yeah, kind of.
Yeah, it's either.
We don't have a definitive answer.
We haven't 30. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we got. But regardless, I would bet that 17% was on
going
the
up?
uptick. I think if he did that like 5 years before.
I hope not. I mean, I'd still think it's
'Cause
fringe.
Think
like
about how many people our generation, bro.
like watch Sneako.
There's a lot of
and
sexist ass Gen Z dudes.
Sneakoers and the Aiden Rosses of the world.
Lot. Yeah,
it is worrisome.
It's a learned behavior, but they fucking learned it.
Dude,
they're in it now.
And that allows me to redirect us into the
Please.
real topic of the show.
Let's go.
Who do those people hate the most? The Sneakos of the world, the Kanyes.
Who do they hate the most?
Yeah, we all know who they hate the
We know
most.
who they. We're not gonna say what kind of doctor it was.
And that's why we got to talk about this debate that occurred this week about the Israel-Palestine situation.
Oh.
We're doing it.
The
Hassan versus Ethan debate.
Hassan versus Ethan debate.
H3 Productions. Let's get into this shit,
Let's
bro.
get into the Hassan. All right.
What did you think of the debate, first of all?
Quick summary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ethan and Hassan, two different streamers. Hassan.
They had a show together.
Hassan. I was gonna get there. Hassan way more to the left. They were doing a whole show together.
For like a couple years.
I don't think they made it 1 year.
Oh, 1 year. Okay, 1 year.
I think it was barely a year.
That's even funnier, actually.
But a whole year together. October 7th happens, and it was just a fucking point of divergence from there. If everything
and it's so funny because if you go back to their last episode, they're literally saying like, "Oh, people want us to like stop being friends and stop the show over it." I'm like, that's never gonna happen.
Yeah,
it's like literally a week later that happens. Like everyone could have seen that coming.
It's a crazy. And then but basically after that, they stopped talking to each other. But I would say Ethan was way more talking about Hassan at first.
Dude, I love this. I love the internet slop drama.
Yeah,
it's so good.
It sucks, actually. I fucking hate it. But
the contention is basically Ethan is Jewish and his wife is from Israel.
And was a member of the IDF.
Yes.
Served,
because she had to.
Because
was
they have to, but
compulsory military service.
I don't think she was like, I hated it, but I had to do it.
You think she loved it?
I think
you can just stay forever. If she really liked it, she could have stayed.
I mean, you can like it and not stay forever.
Yeah, that's true. But either way, she was in the IDF. Ethan, they met in Israel, I think, right?
I think you told me that. So
this is a true story. He met his wife at a Holocaust museum. That's where he met his wife.
I keep telling Az
which is hilarious.
I keep telling Az he's gonna come back from Israel and be like, I met a woman, and I got my house.
I hope he does, dude. I hope he does.
No, I do not hope he does. What the fuck?
No, good for him, bro.
If he fucking
dude,
if he becomes a settler,
they got some baddies over there, bro.
About if he becomes a settler.
Oh,
that's
he's
what
not
saying.
gonna do that.
I think he's gonna come back pro-Israel as fuck.
There's nothing, dude.
He's gonna go on Birthright.
Yeah, he probably would.
He's not gonna question it.
If it's free, dude, I won't blame him. What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, I'd go for free. Ethan fell off a fucking cliff. All I'll say, he kind of did.
But so the dilemma is basically Ethan doesn't like Israel, like what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But
he did say it's a fucking genocide.
Yes, he did say that it's a genocide,
and he also admitted that the IDF is terrorist.
Is a terrorist group. And basically, he's just not on board with like the more extreme line of rhetoric that Hassan has when it comes to the conflict. And like, to give you an idea of like his biggest, what would you say his biggest gripes were with Hassan?
Gripes with Hassan.
I would say like,
I think overall, I think it's like the lack of empathy.
Yes.
For what the Israelis are going through.
Exactly.
But it's like, it's not. They're not acting in like defense. It's offense.
That's true. But what was October 7th?
That was
full offense.
I see.
Come on, that was full off. Okay.
I think
Nico, I'm gonna ask you this question.
Palestine is defending themselves against Israel, bro.
Yeah.
Fully.
So, like, Israel is just the evil oppressors, and Palestine.
Basically, bro.
They basically just want to live, and Israel won't let them. So let me give you a scenario, and they're just like, They're just resisting. That's all they want to do. They just want to resist.
They're hardcore. Not
Okay.
like, oh, it's casual. It's like extreme, desperate, fucking violent measures.
Okay, Nico, if you could go back in time to October 5th.
Right.
Or October 6th or whatever the fuck.
Right.
Would you warn Israel about the attack?
Would I warn Israel about the attack?
Would you tell them, like, you have the sole control of it. We teleport you to Israel, and you can either say nothing and let it happen and just leave the country, or you can tell them, hey, you guys are going to get attacked.
I go, this is happening, and I go, the way to stop this from happening is actually very simple.
Yeah.
Just give these motherfuckers rights, equal rights.
And I agree with that.
Stop displacing them from their homes.
I agree with that.
And that's it. That's what I would say.
I agree.
And then Netanyahu would go, oh, I actually knew that was coming, and we're letting it happen. Because then we'll be able to do whatever the fuck. Then motherfuckers like you get to go, October 7th, they have to do this.
No. Okay. And this is exactly, I think, what Ethan is trying to say, is it's like, when you look at Palestine, it's like, and you look at Hamas, it's like, oh, of course there's going to be Hamas. Like, they have no fucking choice.
Yeah.
But it's kind of the same thing in Israel a little bit. Like, when they're getting fucking bombed constantly by these people, like, you would never give Israel that level of sympathy to where it's like, oh, well, of course you're going to do that.
Bro, if I'm fucking punching you in the stomach.
Yeah.
And taking your shit.
Yeah.
And then you fucking shoot me in the goddamn chest.
Boom.
If I start going, what the fuck? What would and then I bring like a whole fucking army.
Okay.
To come like to fuck you up.
Yeah.
No one's gonna be. If you
think people would feel bad for me?
No. Wait. Hold on.
Yeah, you got yourself,
no,
bro.
Hold on.
You got yourself.
You
just flipped it around.
No, if I'm fucking you up, I'm Israel in this scenario. I'm fucking you up. And then you punch me back.
Yeah.
You shoot me. Shoot me. I'm fucking punching
okay,
you in
I
the stomach,
shoot you. Boom.
And then you shoot me.
Get the fuck out of here.
And then
Nico.
I fucking get a whole bunch of people to come fuck you up.
Yeah.
I'm not a victim.
Well, that's true.
Even though I got shot.
That's true. Well, you were a victim though at one point.
Not from you.
From the gunshot, yeah.
Oh, yeah, but I'm not a victim in that scenario.
You're not
if I'm trying the fuck out of you and then you shoot me, I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim.
It depends.
Zero.
You were a victim.
What it depends on is, was I fucking with you beforehand?
Yeah.
If you shoot me and I was doing nothing to you, I'm a victim. If I was punching you in the stomach and then you shoot me, not a victim. I'm not a victim.
I'm not gonna lie. This guy's running laps around me right now. We need to slow this down a little bit.
Okay, so let's.
Okay.
I'm gonna get another beer.
Okay. So, whenever Israel hits Palestine, it's like, we totally understand why people will join Hamas. And I truly believe this. I understand it. Like, it makes total sense. It makes sense why people want to join Hamas, because they see people getting fucking killed. They see their family members dying, and they're like, we needed to fucking fight back against this shit. And that's why people join Hamas.
Yes.
But if someone had a family member attacked in October 7th and they decided to join the IDF, you would never give them any sympathy and be like, oh, I totally understand why you would join the IDF.
Would I give them sympathy? I think on like a human
level, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't like
on the bigger scale, I'm like, fuck you, bro.
But it does kind of matter, because at the end of the day, it is a conflict that has involved, like, it's not like it's just a few Israelis are like, oh, let's just launch generational levels of bombs at Palestine.
Oh yeah, no, it's
like
government.
This has
it's
been going
government.
on for so long.
It's the literal government.
This has been going on for so long, bro. And it's not just about Israel versus Palestine. It has morphed into like a religious warfare. I think it's actually become more about religion as time has gone on.
What makes you say that?
Because at first it was all about land.
I think it still is about fucking land.
I don't think it's about.
Why would it not be about land?
Because before it was about land so that you could live there. Now,
how is that not still what it is though?
Because now it's all about the fucking Holy Land. Like if Israel gave up Jerusalem,
land.
if Israel gave up Jerusalem, then no one would. Like,
I think the religious thing is like obviously what started it, but dude, Netanyahu's not sitting there going like.
but I don't think it's
This
what
is a
started it. I think
prayer.
what started it is Israel wanted their own country. That
Yeah.
is kind of what
And
started
then, but
it.
they said, where should we go? Let's go to our holy fucking land.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense.
Like,
It kind of lines up.
oh. And then they're like, there's nobody here. And they're like, actually, we're here. Nobody, actually. There's nobody here.
We're actually here now.
It's tough, bro.
It's a difficult situation. I just think that Ethan is a little bit more responsible in that he views it as a two-sided issue, whereas Hassan really only gives a fuck about Palestine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could literally, if Hassan could flip a switch and Israel just doesn't exist anymore and everyone that was there dead, like, he would 100% flip that switch. He would 100% would.
Because I think in his head he's like, this is some. I think Hassan would be like, it's like Nazi Germany shit.
But what's the attitude in Israel? The attitude in Israel is the world doesn't want us to exist anymore.
Yeah, but that's
It
pussy
is. That's the
shit,
truth, bro.
No,
That's what the world is saying about
No.
Israel. Am I really wrong about that?
I think the world is saying that to the extent that it's like these people are committing horrible fucking acts.
Which they are.
I think that's what's driving if anything, that's what's driving it. It's not like we just hate. There's obviously like a lot of countries surrounding Israel do not like Israel. But I don't buy like the whole if
You don't buy that Muslim countries ran their Jewish populations out of their country?
no, I don't buy that like if we don't do this like we're gone. Israel's gone. I don't buy that. Because
I don't buy that either.
they got us.
I don't buy that either. But
That's
I
why
think
it's just
the people
wrong.
there probably do. The people there are probably like, yo.
Yeah, but
and that's why I feel
they believe
sympathy
a lie,
for the
bro.
people.
If it's not true though,
It's not exactly a lie, though.
it is a lie. We just said it's not true.
But, okay. But things can feel true even when they're not.
Okay, but that doesn't mean that means I don't give a fuck if it feels true when it's not. I don't.
You
get
you
it.
probably do care a little bit.
I
Like, you
don't
probably
give a
care
fuck.
about some shit that China thinks is true that's not. Like, people in China don't believe that Tiananmen Square happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they genuinely think.
And they're wrong about that.
They are wrong about that. That's a fact. But, like, you can't blame them for believing
Yes,
that.
you can. What?
No, you can't blame people
If a
in
country's
China.
like 2 + 2 is 5, we can't blame them. We go. You're
Okay,
stupid.
you blame the country, but you can't blame the people. Because it's like,
Yes, you can, bro.
no way, bro.
Yes, dude. What?
Someone living
Why are
in
you
China.
babying people so hard?
Because governments can control like how much information you have access to. I'm not gonna blame someone in China for not knowing Tiananmen Square happened. Like that doesn't make any sense.
I mean, yeah, but like, I'm talking about if you tell them.
Cheers, 13 at Tommy.
Cheers.
Appreciate you.
Nice.
Drop a
suits.
like.
Thank you, brother. This shit is sloppy as a motherfucker. We've been not reading this chat.
Nah, I'm checking it out.
I have not been reading this chat. Finish the sentence. 9/11 was a.
We're not finishing that sentence. bro.
9/11 was a horrible thing that happened.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it
Finish
at
the
that.
sentence. 10/7 was a
October
horrible
7th.
thing that happened.
Yeah, they're both terrible.
And
Nothing good.
And neither one came out of nowhere.
But no, that's what I'm saying.
Neither one
blame
came out of nowhere.
blame the Israeli government. Don't blame the people in Israel because they probably really do believe.
I don't blame the people.
I
in
think
Israel.
the attitude of the people there is like, listen, y'all punked us once. We're not going out like that again.
Israel
Yeah.
and is the once like Nazi Germany.
Yes, exactly.
That's what I think.
Like, oh, y'all got us that time.
100%.
We ain't going out like that.
They're
That's what
kinda
they're
like-
thinking.
It's kind of like if you've ever seen like an abused dog, and you get it out of the it's in a home where it's been abused.
Yeah.
And you take it, you get it to a
Into
shelter,
a loving home.
into a loving home, and you try to pet it, and it's still just like,
It's still
you
scary.
know what I'm saying. It still wants to like. That's what it is.
That's probably the best comparison
It's
I've
a
heard
learned-
on this one.
It's like you can like your genes pass on trauma.
Yeah, that's a real thing. Absolutely.
That's what's happening.
Exactly.
I think you gotta like unlearn that.
Yep. No, but a lot of generational trauma in that area of the world. But we're just sending hopes and prayers for peace We fuck with Israel. We fuck with Palestine.
Yeah, but peace comes.
Free Palestine.
Peace is coming when Israel stops what they're doing.
It's kind of true. It's kind of not. It's a
true.
complicated subject.
I think Hamas gets weaker immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I think that shrivels up.
We need to get Bibi out of there. He needs to get arrested.
But I did tell you, I still think
that guy's tripping.
Yeah, Bibi's a fucking horrible human being. Should get arrested. But I think I told you. Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Whatever. Whatever.
Let's see the topic list. What else do we got in this bitch?
Oh, let's see here.
What else do we got going on
Harvard,
this week?
blah, 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 blah.
Oh, India. They're fucking with Pakistan.
India, that's actually scary. India and Pakistan is scary because
they both got the nuclear wars.
Both got nukes. And that's another scenario where India's army is like way bigger.
That was a close call.
Crazy. India's army is way bigger than Pakistan's.
I fuck with the Israeli people is what I meant. I fuck with Israel too, just not the government right now because they're way too right wing is what I was trying to say.
Listen, if I got...
They're way too extreme in Israel.
First of all,
they need to shut it down.
If I went to Israel, I know I would have a good time. I bet I would have a good time.
That's not what he asked us.
I bet I would have fun. You know what I'm saying? And
raised in Toronto? Hey, that's
First
my
of all,
dog.
there's a lot of fucking Americans in Israel, so it's like not even it's not even that big a stretch.
Nah, not at all. But cheers, bro. Hope you're having a good night.
But no, right now,
appreciate you coming out.
Stands, do not fuck with Israel.
No, right now we're not fucking with them.
We do not fuck with.
We're not fucking with them. We fuck with the people there because they're cool, but yeah, we're not fucking with the government and all that. What do you mean some of them? That's what I'm saying, bro.
Some of them do support the government.
A lot of them do.
Exactly. Fuck those people.
Kinda, but they also have limited information. I told you, bro. It's like China. You're not gonna blame people in China for supporting China.
I can't. Yes, you can, bro.
Only a little bit.
You can, bro.
All right.
You can blame
Pakistan
people.
and India. You might know about this since you're Pakistani. What the fuck's going on?
Who is Pakistani?
This guy in the chat. He said he's Pakistani. What the fuck is going on with this situation with India? Is it really?
You saw the videos?
I have seen the videos.
It was crazy.
You think it's like, oh, they launched 3 missiles and that's gonna be it, or you think it's like, no?
I think Pakistan's for sure gonna respond.
I hope not.
Why would they not respond?
Because India's really big and they have nukes.
Yeah, but that's not the. Dude, they're responding. Everybody responds.
What is it even about? Is it about Kashmir or like what is the beef about?
It's another long.
I know they got beef with Kashmir, but like, is that it or is there something else going on I don't know about?
Good question.
That's why we need to get ChatGPT in the mix.
See, Pakistan vows to respond.
Get them running sprints. Indian have look. We got some insight.
Kashmir.
We got some insight. Indians have zero proof of the terrorist attack that happened in Kashmir is done by Pakistan, but they use that reason to send 9 missiles. So you think that it might? I could see that it could be like a false flag situation where like they're just insinuating that it was Pakistan, but it really wasn't. I could see that.
I've seen a lot of parallels.
Yeah, to what?
To Israel.
To Israel.
And to Russia, honestly.
I think that they're pretty tight. There's the Indians and the Israelis. I think that they actually are pretty tight.
Do they have a good relationship?
They might be. No, I have no idea if that's true. I'm just bullshitting.
Oh shit, dude! You're
I feel like I might have seen something that. I feel like I might have heard that once, but I don't know for sure.
It's it's also this is another long feud. They've been fighting forever. They also were like fighting over land, and the land got split, and I think they still argue over.
They have like a shit ton of enclaves. Like in Kashmir, it's like I think it's administered by Pakistan, but India claims a shit ton of the land, and they claim like a bunch of enclaves.
Apparently, they also have like they can make like real calculated nukes.
What do you mean?
Like they can send like a very
like micro missiles, but for nukes.
I don't even remember what I was listening to. Like
the fuck are you talking about? They got like drone strikes for nukes or some shit. What are you on about,
dude? Let's just watch the video.
Let's check it out.
This might be kind of long. We'll see. I'm trying to remember if I can remember like what point.
We got time today.
Yeah,
we got time. I think I might have seen this too. Let's check it out.
This one?
Yeah, let's check it out.
Escalating tensions between the two nuclear powers.
They just want an excuse to start a war. I could see that because this shit has been brewing for a long time, right? Like it's not like this just came up. Like
India has now struck Pakistan in quite a significant way. You can see the explosions here. In addition, though, it does appear that India
Those explosions are
lost
nuts.
several fighter jets, so they have taken some damage here as well. Though
Oh
the
shit!
details around
Is that
really
I saw
murky.
Pakistan shooting
Joining
down
us
their
now
jets.
to
That's
discuss
crazy.
and break down, all of the events that led up to this and the significance of what is unfolding right now is Waqas Ahmed. He is a journalist for Drop Site News. Really glad to have you, Waqas.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. So just bring people up to speed about what we know about this particular attack from India, and then give us a little bit of the background of how we got to this point.
Yes, last
I was
night
thinking about it.
in Pakistan and India time, India struck 9 different places, specific places in Pakistan. Some were in the disputed
9?
territory of
I
Kashmir.
didn't know that.
Some were in Pakistan proper, like Pakistan's. main
Someone's in
land.
Kashmir. Someone's in Pakistan proper.
According
Gotcha.
to the Pakistani sources, 20 people have died. Pakistani sources say all of them were civilians. Indians say that they were terrorists. There have been some photos that have been released by the Pakistani government showing a child and a woman who is injured, and there are further claims that other like families may have been killed in this attack. So that's the Pakistani claim. On Indian claim on the other side is that targeted terrorist hideouts and training facilities. India did that because of an attack that happened a few weeks ago in the Indian healthcare.
See, this is the type of shit I hate in the news
Yeah.
because it's like, how the fuck do we even argue about it? Like, we don't know who the fuck was the ones that
the
they
thing is,
hit.
like, that's will forever be the case unless there's like straight up physical. Like
it turns it into like a purely informational war because it's like,
That's what we're in. That's the age we live in.
yeah, it's honestly fucked up because if you think that they are killing terrorists, then it's like, oh, good shit, India. And if you think that they're killing civilians, it's like, yo, what the fuck are you guys doing? So, and there's no way for us to resolve that discrepancy. Like, it's either one case or the other, and there's no way for us to actually know, which is fucked up. Well, let's keep going.
Yeah.
Territory of Kashmir in the town called Pahalgam. 26 tourists were killed in that attack, and India blamed that entirely on Pakistan immediately. Now, Pakistan has been asking for investigations for these attacks. India has not offered any evidence so far, but India did take that opportunity as a pretext to launch an attack on Pakistan, and now we've seen what has happened.
See, we don't know shit, but India immediately going, it's this, and we're responding.
It's a little sus.
Absolutely fucked up.
It's a little bit weird that
It's fucked.
like they didn't have time to do an investigation or anything. Like pretty much, I think the day it happened, like the Modi guy, like the president of India, came out and he was like, "This was Pakistan," and it's like,
Yeah.
how did he know that so quickly?
He doesn't. It's just like it's convenient, and we can use it as an excuse to attack, which is what we've actually.
It kind of lines up in
to
this
do.
case. It really does line up.
It's a little October 7th.
It's a little suspicious.
Except October 7th, you knew who it was.
During this attack, there are reports that 4 jets have been. Now we cannot say if they were shot down or they were crashed, but there are debris of 4 jets in 4 different cities inside India. Most likely because it's been multiple hours since these debris have been recovered. It is most likely that these are Indian jets.
Well, yeah, let's put up C3. This is a New York Times tear sheet on the situation. And Waqas, I just want to ask what you might expect to see in the next couple of days. Can we expect escalation? What do you think is the?
100%
what do you think we should
escalation.
be watching out for? Just 24, 48
This has
hours
been brewing a
from now?
long time.
So this was a very
This is
interesting
not
night in
a
Pakistan and
new
India because these
conflict.
attacks happened, and as soon as the news of these attacks started coming in, videos of these crash jets started coming in. So there's very mixed feeling in Pakistan. Pakistanis think that while India has attacked Pakistan, there has been some retaliation, but we don't know to what extent this feeling is prevalent in Pakistani military leadership. There are some indications that Pakistan could say that India tried to attack us, we retaliated, and we defended Pakistan, and it is over now. Now, this provides Pakistan with an exit ramp over here. India has already said that they do not plan.
That's how I was thinking about it going into this. It's like India did an attack, but it wasn't like they killed 20 people. Like, it's fucked up, but it's not like this is a statement of war.
How many people died October 7th?
Like a lot.
What's the number? Do you know?
I don't know the exact number. I think that it's somewhere around 600.
Was it 600?
Yeah.
Why can't Google just give me
It's
a fucking
bullshit.
number,
Go to
man?
the. Dude, fucking Google is ass. That's why Google crashed today. Everyone's going to ChatGPT instead. 1,200.
Google stock crashed.
Damn. Like 7% in one day.
Further escalation. While they already have escalated this, there's this gap where Pakistan has not targeted any Indian territory so far. So there are
Pakistan
two,
should honestly, they should probably chill out.
opinions in
Pakistan should chill
Pakistan.
I think
One is that Pakistan
think
must
so?
retaliate
They're kind of in a
and must
corner.
attack Indian mainland also.
They're the
And
little
there's
guy.
one opinion saying
I
that
always
Pakistan
have-
has
I
already
always
defended. Pakistan has shot
lean
down at
towards
least 4
the
jets.
little
Escalated,
New York Times
fuck
is
it.
saying
No,
so.
not escalating.
But Pakistan has
But
shot
I'm
down
leaning
a few
towards the
jets, and
smaller
that provides
countries.
I
Pakistan
agree with that,
enough
but
retaliation for now.
I think that
if
this
the-
was enough. Like, I don't feel like it needs to escalate further because, like, this is a conflict that if it does escalate, it will turn into like a major war.
Well, I think
It's not like Israel Palestine. It's like these are two extremely well-developed countries that have nuclear weapons that are capable of doing crazy shit.
Equal levels developed.
Go on R Explore Pakistan, say less. I'm going to check that out.
Are explore Pakistan.
Let's check this out right now, matter of fact. Dude, it's a beautiful country. It is like
I bet there's a lot of beautiful fucking countries, man.
no, but Pakistan is like one of the most.
Where mountains speak.
Just because of the mountains. I'm a big mountain guy. This is my shit right here, guys. Like, this is beautiful. The Eurasian steppe just has so many marvelous
Man.
mountains.
Fuck India, dude. Just because off scenery.
India's ugly. Exactly.
Off of scenery.
India's got dookie shit
Look at that.
everywhere.
They're out here cleaning up Upper Kachura Lake, bro.
Let's go, bruh.
Man. Swat Valley.
Like, this is, bro.
does look nice. It
This
actually
is-
does look very nice.
I bet Osama was hiding in that cabin. I bet that's where they
Yeah.
found him.
This actually looks crazy nice.
That's
Holy
what I'm
shit.
saying,
What
dude. It's one of the most beautiful
Let's
countries,
look up-
actually.
Miami to Pakistan flights.
Oh, that's gonna be like $200. Oh, it's at that 1,400.
Gee, I bet it's gonna drop. I bet it is gonna drop.
You might be onto something. We got to keep an eye on this.
Holy shit. You know what I mean? Hey, we're going live from Pakistan, baby.
They're fighting over this Skyrim map. That's fucking hilarious, bro.
Yo.
That's fucking hilarious. No, you're not wrong though.
They
That
both
is
want
what they
the
want.
scenery.
That is what they want.
At the
And,
end of the day, everybody wants a nice piece of
but
land.
honestly, I don't think it's gonna escalate like crazy. I mean, it's scary because it is a situation where it can escalate very quickly. But
why do you think
realistically,
it's not? Why wouldn't they just ask? Like, I don't.
because I feel like Pakistan is the weaker country.
Yeah.
No offense, just like militarily, they got less people, they got less money, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it doesn't really benefit them to escalate it at all, right? So I feel like it's probably going to die down now, if I had to guess. I hope it will die down now. But who the fuck knows?
It can be used in the future to justify Pakistan started it. It committed an act of terror to justify World War level events. Yeah.
I'm proud of the fact we don't got one. Exactly, bro. The amount of fucking human
India is way
too many everything,
people, bro.
way too many people.
Way too many people, man.
That would suck living in India, bro.
If there was 1 billion of us,
That would suck.
that would I could you really tell the difference? If there's 300 million versus 1 billion people in this country?
Okay, but imagine New York City, but 4 times the amount of people.
4 times the amount of people.
Wouldn't that be like the worst place to live in the world?
I don't know how. If it's like New York City,
Yeah, New York City, but 4 times as many people.
I mean that probably would be psychotic.
It would be
In
ridiculous.
that smallest spot,
Yeah.
that'd be nuts.
My Indian coworker told me the war is a conspiracy theory so elites can reduce the population.
See, there's a lot. We don't know a lot of shit about.
I don't really know how that would work, though. They want to go to war so that their people die. Why don't they just, like, give people condoms instead? Like, it seems a little bit more efficient than going to war.
Condoms,
Just give people condoms, yeah.
Yeah, just
Start chopping people's dicks off for money.
make abortion cool.
Yeah. I feel like they don't really need to go to war to reduce the pop. But I mean, I guess that.
I guess
like,
it would be the quickest
maybe.
way to do it. Done.
Well, the quickest way to do it is just we accidentally nuked ourselves.
Yeah.
But that would never happen.
Oh, you think India started the conspiracy? India started to reduce their own population.
Yeah.
That would be nuts.
I think that's what this guy's saying, right?
Yeah. I think I read that wrong. Yeah,
Just
that
nuke
would
themselves.
That would be extra crazy.
Yeah.
That would be so nuts. Can you imagine? Why would they want to do? I mean, I guess it's kind of a bad situation. I think I heard this a while ago, so I don't know if it's still true, but I've heard that the amount of there's way more old people than young people in
Where?
India,
Oh, in India?
which is
More young people?
no more old people,
Oh, is that true?
which is bad.
This guy, Uni's saying the majority is very young.
Oh shit!
Well, I don't know.
I had heard the exact opposite.
I know that they have a higher birth rate than China, obviously, since they're the bigger population, but let's do some research.
Old people than young people.
Let's do some research. Well, India's aging is rapidly processing. Currently, elderly population is 153 million.
That's crazy,
But 153 million isn't actually that many for them.
dude. I guess, but a third of imagine if a third of us were old.
Yeah, that would
That'd be
suck.
So crazy.
That's like Naples.
Yeah, but the whole country is Naples.
The whole country is just
Dude,
Naples.
Naples always gets like happiest city. That's like one of the
Oh,
top
do they?
happy cities. Yeah,
Good for them, dude.
always. They
West
get, like,
Coast of Florida, they do seem
Yeah, if
happy
you
over
retire
there.
out there, you're vibing, man.
Yep.
You're fucking vibing.
Let's turn our attention to another huge country with a ridiculous amount of people, which is China.
China. What's going on in China
A
right
few
now?
things. So
They're kind of vibing. They're getting ready to fuck us up.
they're actually not vibing.
They're not vibing.
Actually, things are going pretty bad in China right now.
What's happening?
Shit ton of factories are closing.
Oh, but they'll survive that.
Look up how many. Let's do some research real quick on China.
But the thing about that is that the government of China is gonna help those factories, or the people that work in those factories.
Oh, of course they will, and they're also gonna dilute their own
Yeah.
shit and all that. Let's just go back to ChatGPT, bro. Google is dog shit, actually.
Dude, it's crazy.
How many people losing job in China? I'd tell ChatGPT.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's find this shit out.
China offers what?
As of okay, fuck all of this. But what about the tariffs?
Yeah, let's get real.
What about the tariffs though?
Stop fucking.
I'm pretty
around.
sure that like factories are closing. Like
I bet there's factories closing, but the government is gonna like supplement.
let's
that
go to the
shit.
past week. Let's read some shit. Okay. First one. China's factories start to imagine a world without American buyers. Fucking paywall dog shit.
See, it's an information war, you guys.
Trump's tariffs spark protests in China as factories shutter amid trade war. Let's check out the Daily Wire, bro. Let's give Ben Shapiro his
God,
chance.
Let's see what this is.
Protests erupted in China late last month. Factories were shut down due to the 145% tariff. Factory workers took to the streets in Suning. I don't know how to say that. Hopefully it's Suning, a city in eastern Sichuan province, demanding back pay and claiming that... I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong about this, because I just read like a tweet like summarizing this situation actually. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that they threatened to fucking kill themselves or something. Like, I think that the factory workers were like, we're just going to jump off if you don't pay us. Or some shit like this.
I thought the factories were suicide-proof in China. I thought they had the nets.
Is that real or is this bullshit?
I thought they added the
this
nets.
might be fake news. I might have read some
I'm
bullshit.
pretty sure it's hard to kill yourself in China.
It is not harder
the
than it
nets.
was. It's definitely harder than it was.
I swear to God, they got suicide nets.
Goldman Sachs Goldman Sachs, they know their shit, estimates that 16 million jobs in China are at risk due to the tariffs. The New York Post reported China quietly moved to help ease pain on the tariffs by exempting 40 billion. Okay, so yeah, they're like exempting shit. This is the thing,
That's
right?
smart though.
Is China is trying to
smart
play the
for them.
tough guy, which I respect it. But they're trying to basically say that they're straight and they ain't talking to us. And that's not really true. They actually are talking to us. And we have confirmation of this because the Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, is meeting with China when he goes to Switzerland this week. So there is talks being had. That much is for certain. I think that they're gonna end up making a deal, dude. I really do. There's a lot of like leeway that's or like people are talking shit right now, like, oh, there's never gonna be a deal happening. Trump himself was like, there's no chance we're getting rid of the 145% tariffs. But I think it's just a smokescreen, bro, because this shit is not tenable. It's not a tenable situation.
Why would Trump give a fuck if it's tenable or not?
Because what Trump wants...
Yeah, let's hear it.
Trump does not want to be viewed as this guy that's destroying our economy and all this shit.
But just because he wants that doesn't mean he's not going to do it.
Of course. It could easily happen. But my old boss in construction refused to pay me. Our labor rights are good for sure. Shout out to Pakistan or Canada.
They got good labor rights?
Wait, no, Canada. This guy's in Canada. I'm tripping.
Canada.
Shout out to Canada.
Shouts out.
Oh, they're like having a conversation. You guys are cute. You guys are cute.
shout out the news.
You guys are talking to each other.
The News with Brews community is fucking international.
Number one community on YouTube.
Community,
But so yeah, no. China. We're gonna need to make a deal. Like this shit can't go on, Nico, and I think everyone understands that.
I think they're both countries are willing to let everybody suffer.
Yes.
I think it's so.
And I do agree that
Don't
it's
call
like
me cute. I feel emasculated. Handsome.
It was like a sarcastic cute. I wasn't really calling you cute.
Rich alpha.
Based.
Yeah.
But they are both willing to let people suffer, but I think China's actually going to suffer a little bit more in the short term. Now, if this shit stays on forever, then yeah, it's a problem, but I just don't see it happening, bro. Maybe I'm in denial.
I'm in denial.
I
think you're in denial of a lot of shit, dude.
Well, yeah, that's true, but
a lot of horrible shit. You're like, I just don't think it's gonna happen.
Guys, if we're sitting here doing the show in like, let's just say 3 months, and they still have the tariffs on China, call me Mr. Dumbfuck. But I just don't see it being realistic.
You're like in 3 months they have
quarter.
to have worked it out.
Give it a quarter.
I think they would let it happen in another 3 months.
Exactly. China, they can handle this shit.
Yeah.
They've done it before.
Oh,
but
wait. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
At the same time, they do have... Because people don't vote over there, right? With us, you say Trump is ruining the country, he's destroying the world, blah, blah, blah. People will be like, all right, I'll show up to vote against him in a couple years. In China, if they're not happy about the shit, they have to get out on the streets. And I'm not saying that the Chinese government is going to be overthrown. Because it's not going to happen, realistically.
Never.
But they're not immune from feeling pressure. And when protests like this happen and when mass factory closures happen, they do start to feel the pressure of, okay, we can't let things go too south or we're fucked.
Yeah, but if they do like, the Chinese government just is like, we're fucking bankrolling everybody till this is over. We're done.
That's their strategy so far.
I think that strategy would kind of work. I think that strategy is going to...
No, the two-party system is dog shit.
No, basura.
I hope we didn't say anything to imply that it wasn't dog shit.
No. I think Nicky meant democracy broadly.
Yeah,
very,
like
very broadly.
Just being able to vote versus not being able to vote. Like,
it's a step up, even if it's a shitty two-party system.
Like, we're not gonna have a revolution in America. That ship has sailed. Like,
you think so?
There's a 0% chance.
You don't think there's ever gonna be a Revolution Part 2 in America?
0% chance.
Why makes you say that?
Because we can't fight F-35s.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen. People think that it can. There's actually people who think like, oh, with all the Second Amendment gun owners in America, we can take down the government. And
we're bringing guns to a drone fight. It's fucking stupid.
It's not gonna happen.
You're dumb.
Zero fucking chance.
Yeah, they got way too much. It would work if, like, the military or the police were on our side.
Yeah.
If the police were with us, then maybe.
Yeah.
Really, the police and the army hold all the cards.
Because they have
they can actually do
the monopoly on violence.
On violence.
As people say. They have a monopoly on violence.
Who can really, like, think about this Trump court shit where he's just straight up ignoring court orders. When the Supreme Court finds him in contempt, which I think will happen.
Yeah.
What happens at that point? Does the military have to go in and arrest him? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what happens? Like, the president? Like it's that I think it was the Andrew Jackson shit.
Yeah.
The court made the decision. I'll let them enforce it.
Yeah.
Maybe they go.
Well, the
fucking-
court can enforce certain stuff. It just.
Yeah, but
I
like.
don't know. Honestly, if anything, Trump has made it apparent that it's actually not that hard to topple the United States. Because think about January 6th. It's like, dude, they just showed up.
Oh yeah.
They just showed up and were like, yo, this shit's us. Like, y'all ain't doing shit.
And that's true on a lot of levels with a lot of things in life.
People just show
If
up.
you just show up to shit and you like look like you're supposed to be there and you just go do what like you can get away with a lot of shit.
So much shit, bro.
So much shit.
I could probably be flying an airplane
I think about
if I really wanted to.
I can't steal. Like I have too much guilt in me to like steal shit.
Yeah.
But
I'm the same
I'll
way.
be in stores like it would be so I could just walk out. I could just walk. I returned some shoes to a store and I'm in the store and there's not even an employee. The store's empty. There's no customers. There's like I'm just standing at the register. I'm like, there's nobody in the store.
Nobody.
I'm like, I could just grab everything I want and walk out, no problem. Like it would have been zero issue.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of shit like that where it's like the barrier stopping you from doing something is like more mental than physical.
We've talked the invisible line that
Yeah.
doesn't exist at the movie
Yes.
theater.
Troops and fighter jet pilots would refuse to kill Americans. You see, 50-50. It depends.
Depends what type of American are you.
It depends on exactly. It depends how much you ride for like like you know what I mean. Like people that are like, oh, I respect.
That's the thing. We would
People that
never.
are like,
we couldn't get everyone on the same
Nickety,
page. There's
nickety,
no way.
Do you respect the office of the president?
Yes. Yes, I do.
No.
Yes, I absolutely
do
do.
not. I do not. I do not. Why?
do.
Why do you respect the office?
Because being president means that you are basically the leader of the free world.
Yeah, but that doesn't. I don't think that automatically earns you respect.
Doesn't automatically earn you respect, but you have authority. It definitely earns you
It
authority.
has you authority. I would say you have some authority, but I don't have to respect it. I can go fuck your bitch ass. Like
I go back and forth on this. Like the Office.
Who's the football player that went golfing just now with Trump?
Saquon.
Yeah,
He's on my op list
he's.
because he was on my team and he
Is
left.
he a loser of the week?
No, he was on the Giants and he left. He's a bitch, bro. He is a bitch.
Fuck that.
He was on the Giants.
Like, do you think the people that the people the Eagles like Jalen that didn't go? Do you think like that's flaw?
No, I don't think it's flaw because like the only reason they didn't go is because they don't like Trump, which I totally understand.
Yeah.
And I would probably do the same thing. But I do feel like the office of the president still deserves to be respected despite the people that have held it. And and he's not the that's the thing, bro. Is people like to say, "Oh, like Biden was too old." Yeah, but we had presidents that had strokes before. Like it's not like this is the first time shit's happened.
That doesn't make it. I guess it's fine then. If it's not, like you know what I'm saying, like that doesn't matter to me.
It kind of was fine. It kind of was
It
just
kind of
fine.
was not fine.
It really was
It really
though.
was not. I think if you're comparing to now to
Do you
Trump,
think
then sure.
Democrats should go on a Joe Biden apology tour? Like, we're so sorry
Fuck
we had this
no.
senile fuck in the White.
Fuck.
Exactly.
Oh wait,
bro.
wait. I don't know about apology, but like they should be shitting on Biden. I think. Well, first of all,
I disagree. I disagree
Why? What?
because the guy did more than Obama
I
in
think
4 years.
that doesn't give you any kind of.
He was the
credit.
best president in our lifetime.
That's not saying much. That's not the.
I know it's not,
the
but-
calling card that.
But I still
It should
support
be.
him. If there's a 7-foot-tall Nigerian man with a machete, you better show that man, or it could end bad.
Respect?
Just an example.
Sure.
Exactly.
But that's not respect. That's like fear. That's like. You know what I'm saying?
I think Trump should Trump be respected? That's actually a
I
very
would
good
say,
question.
Fuck no.
That's actually a very good question.
Is it? You don't think it's like an easy no?
I don't think it's an easy
I
no
think it's an easy no.
because it's like the there's also the idea that it's like if you don't respect someone, then you don't understand them.
I don't agree with that. I've never heard that before, and I do not agree with that.
I just made that up.
at all. Yeah.
That's
Fuck,
not a real saying.
Fuck that.
No, but I think that there is some truth to it. Like
No.
if you understand the way that like I feel like I have a
I
good
feel like
grip.
I understand Trump.
Yeah, me too.
It doesn't confuse me, but I don't respect him. and because
Respect means a lot of different things, and it's kind of
guess.
hard to say exactly what we're saying. Like, I don't know. Does he deserve to be respected? That's a really good question, actually.
Man, he's inept. He's bad at the job. He's bad at communicating. He's bad at knowing things. He also is getting lied to.
But
I
he
think.
is also the leader.
He doesn't read.
Of
and
he's also a third of the country also thinks he's God.
Yeah.
So maybe just off of the back of that, maybe we should respect him a little bit.
But respect, like, there's respect, like
different types of respect,
giving
yeah.
like the devil his due type of respect.
Yeah.
But then there's respect.
That's
like,
the type I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about a different kind of respect. I get acknowledging like, oh, he's not a dumbass. Like we shouldn't be like it's easy to fight him on.
Yeah,
shit.
because it's
I
not.
don't agree with that, but I don't respect him.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a fucking man-child.
There's levels to it. He deserves like
Man-child rapist.
the innate level of respect. Anything past that, we're getting greedy.
Barely. If you were like in Nazi Germany, would you be like, I gotta respect the office?
Fuck
You know what I
no.
mean? No, fuck that.
But I like to think we're
And
a little.
that's like the ultimate bar, but like he's crossed the line and said, I don't respect this anymore.
Who do you respect more?
Trump or Luigi?
Trump or
Luigi. I respect Luigi more, and I kind of don't have a problem saying it. I'll stand on that.
Depends on the day for me.
I respect Luigi.
Depends on the day.
I gotta post that argument. Fuck, I haven't.
Yeah, we had a good Luigi
We had
argument.
a whole discussion.
We had a good ass argument.
Yo,
He actually convinced me that Luigi wasn't that
I
bad.
actually got somewhere, which is crazy.
Yeah. Is he really not a dumbass even after what he's done to Canada?
Yeah, he's an idiot. Yes.
He is an idiot.
Idiot.
Idiots can still be respected, though.
You can.
Look at Kyrie Irving.
But I would only respect Kyrie Irving on the court.
Kyrie Irving.
If we're playing basketball, I respect him.
He thinks that the world is flat.
Yeah, I don't respect that. You're an idiot.
But I respect the guy, Kyrie Irving, because he's a fucking legend.
I would have more manners. Like
Bro, I have a new Mavericks conspiracy theory.
Oh yes, let's hear it.
I think that LeBron is going to be a Dallas Maverick.
I don't buy into that at all.
Hear me out. Who's on the Mavericks? His old teammate Kyrie, his old teammate Anthony Davis,
Okay.
and a bunch of people that can shoot the ball. That's who LeBron needs. I feel like it lines up. I feel like he could go to the Mavericks. It's possible.
I mean,
It kind of doesn't make sense because why would he leave LA? But if he
yeah.
was gonna leave LA, I think it makes by far the most sense.
He'd have to take his son with him.
That's what I'm saying. Klay Thompson is nasty. Even if we go to like the bigs, like Derek Lively, like LeBron throwing alley oops to Derek Lively, like I would pay money to see that.
I see what you're saying. I feel like it's still kind of a long shot.
Oh, it's a very long shot.
Very.
That's why I said it's a conspiracy theory, and
True.
it's not a real theory. But I could see it happening.
I don't see it. I see LeBron. How many seasons do you think LeBron has left?
2 or 3.
2 to 3.
And he's gonna be ring chasing like a bitch. What's up, Zach? Good to see you.
Zach, what's up, G? How you doing, man? Yo,
He's getting ready.
What stock do I need to sell this week? What do I get rid of?
Sell?
Yeah, what's the stock?
Sell your Ethereum.
Sell the Ethereum.
Should have done that 3 months ago. Should have done that a little while ago, guys.
You holding Ethereum, you look like an idiot.
Better late than never, though.
Fucking
I guess.
dummies,
Better late than
dude. Outta
never.
here with Ethereum. Maps just need to build up the team chemistry. That's the only problem.
Yep. Give it a year.
I say that about every team. All teams. I'm like, the thing that is
Just
make or
keep the
break,
team together the whole time.
Basically, let's take the NBA.
Yeah.
Every person, every athlete in the NBA is capable,
Yeah.
right? It's about the synergy as a team. It's so critical. Like you can sometimes get away with having a star fucking player and everyone just supports the star player.
I'd say that's what made the Warriors so good. They had elite team chemistry.
Yes, I agree.
Like, maybe the highest we've ever
Actually,
seen.
Golden State, there are some clips, man, where you see them playing defense and they move the way like CPUs move in 2K. Like,
Yes.
completely in sync. they are like it's like copy pasted, like
Poetry in motion.
Yeah,
type shit.
there are some clips where like the synergy is unreal,
Yeah.
and on top of that, they were incredibly capable. And Steph Curry just is like his fucking hands are like a magnet to the to the hoop. Like,
Steph Curry just got hurt though. That
the,
sucks.
The clip of Steph Curry when he's like, it's before the game starts and he's dribbling.
Yeah, and he
loses
knows
the
the
ball
one spot.
and he goes, he's like, it's the floor. It's not me, it's the floor, and he's right. That's incredible. Like that is incredible.
That is incredible. Dude, I saw this guy that he made this clip, and it was like taking that clip of Steph Curry, like where he's bouncing the ball and he finds the spot on the ground, and it's like a GeoGuessr player. And he's like, oh, I know exactly what this is. It's the third block on blah, blah, blah. And then he guesses it, and he's wrong. And he's like, what the fuck? And then he's like, looks at the lines, and he's like, oh, no, there's an issue with the map here. It's like, this is the same clip, just different people.
Yeah. Dude, some people get so good at one thing. It's fucking unbelievable, man.
That's the beauty of society, baby. Specialization.
You know we're meant to be in groups of like 200?
Who said that?
I heard it on a podcast once.
Groups of 2 have been working good for
Groups
us.
of 2, yeah.
Just marry.
But groups of 200, it's like, the idea is, I don't know how true this is.
It's like a tribal thing? Let's hear it.
It's like, if in groups of 200, like, everyone is going to excel at one thing.
Okay.
Like, you'll be the best at something in the group.
I could see
But
that.
now that we're groups of 300 million, it's a little tougher. Nigga D, let's ball up.
I wonder where Kawhi Leonard
Drew.
ranks in the list of greatest ball players.
Drew Matram.
He's up there. When Kawhi was in his prime, he was like one of the closest things that we've seen to MJ. Like, he was actually insane.
Kawhi?
He fell off because of injuries and all the shit, but he could have like a late career resurgence. And if he does, he'd probably be viewed as like a top 20-ish guy.
Drew, you ever seen Bicycle Thieves? It's an old Italian black and white movie. And I watched it the other day and I loved it. Shouts out.
I feel like
Good
Drew
cinema.
has probably seen that. I'm just taking the over there.
Yesterday, bro, I tried to get Ezra to watch Chronicle and he was like, nah, I don't want to get and he wanted to watch Deepwater Horizon.
You finally saw
He wanted to watch Deepwater fucking
the
Horizon.
BP oil spill
Yes,
movie?
the Mark Wahlberg BP oil spill movie.
Who gives a fuck
I'm en route
about
to
that?
Broward. Hey, dude, if you're
Let's get it.
here next Wednesday, you gotta come on.
You gotta pull up to the
You
show
gotta pull up.
this weekend though. Let's
Yeah,
get
but
moving.
also hit us up,
Let's get down.
please, brother.
We're going downtown
Let's go.
type shit.
Bicycle Thieves was good though. I really liked it.
He has. I knew that. I
was
knew
good.
he was gonna say.
Dude, Drew is the homie, bro. Saturday features.
Was so good, dog.
Was
Even
the
though I fell
best.
asleep every time
Yeah,
or half the times.
dude. Me and Drew would talk about movies the most out of any of us for sure.
You guys were passionate
Round
about
two,
this
but-
shit.
Good times, man.
If Kyrie didn't get injured, the Mavs would be in the playoffs. Dude, I was one of the rare people that right when the Luka trade happened, I kind of saw the vision for the Mavericks for a second. I was
Really?
like, I kind of see what they're cooking because I've always been a Luka
You think it was
hater.
like super strategic, like planned?
No. Okay, here's the thing is the idea that Nico had where he's like, oh, like
That I had.
maybe we should this Nico where he's like, oh, we should get ahead of the Supermax that we're not going to give this guy anyways and we should just trade him. Like that idea wasn't that bad. The problem is that instead of shopping around and getting the most that they could, they only talked to one team and they took the offer that the one team gave. If they had shopped him around and like got like 5 first-round picks for him, I don't think people would have talked shit about the trade. It was the way he did it that was the issue.
I don't know. I think if there had been like, oh, there's talks of trading Luka, I think the shitstorm would have immediately hit.
And I think Luka's a little overrated. I've always thought this.
Really?
Like I've always thought he just doesn't play defense, bro. And he bitches at the refs every fucking possession. I've just always hated this guy. I don't know.
Oh, you're not a Luka fan?
I've always thought he's good. Don't get me wrong. But I've never been a Luka fan. I hate that what he does with the refs. Like literally every play he goes and talks to the refs and he's like, yo, call this shit. And blah, 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 blah. I'm like, fuck you, bitch.
What do you rate the refs of the NBA overall out of 10?
Like a 6.
That's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Probably a little better than the NFL.
Would kind of justify
A little better than the NFL though.
talking to them.
And at least
You
can
think they're better
challenge-
refs than the NFL refs?
NFL has the worst refs. It's not close. It's not close at all.
Damn. Do you know any other names? Can you name a horrible ref?
I can't name a horrible. I can name horrible calls, and
Yeah.
there's like 30 of them. But just think about how many like Super Bowl or like high level playoff games have been decided from one call.
Yeah.
I can probably name like 10 off the top of my head.
I bet that.
I can't name a single series in basketball that has been like, oh, this one call really fucked everything up. Like, I think that it might be a uniquely NFL problem. I'm sure that there's been
I actually think
some.
soccer has a similar problem.
Yeah.
I think with single calls.
I could see that.
There's some all timers. The Maradona hand of God call. You know about that one?
I don't know about that one.
Maradona was like legendary Argentinian.
I know
player.
about him. Yeah, I know about the guy.
There's one game where he like it was like a they centered the ball to him and he fucking headed it in.
Yeah.
But it turned it like you could see in like the replay that he hit his hand on his right here and he fucking hit it in with his hand. But the ref never called it. They called it a goal. And it's like one of the all-time like
That's legendary.
deceits, yeah.
That's legendary.
Now they got the VAR. Now they fucking. But there was a game yesterday. Barca just lost in the Champions League Cup. They lost to
They don't do a lot of losing there.
They lost like
Barca.
4-3.
They don't do too much losing over
Bad.
there.
My dad's a huge Barca fan, and they did a crazy thing because they had like no money for players, so they just moved up a bunch of like the under 17 players or under 20. I don't remember, but like they were like because
What
they
a
have
cheap ass way to do it.
they have different levels. Like they have like under 10 teams. Like they start them so young, bro.
So young.
It's
dog.
crazy. Only things that work like that is fucking European soccer and K-pop groups.
And American football.
But there's no like youth Eagles.
Yes,
team.
there is, bro.
There's like a youth Dolphins team,
What do they call this shit? The fucking.
but it's owned by like the Dolphins.
No, it's not owned
That's
by
what
the
I'm saying.
Dolphins.
Like Barca
Oh, really?
owns like
Okay,
they
that
have
makes
like
sense.
every age group of team.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? And K-pop groups are the same.
Damn.
They get them young and they train the fuck out of them, and these kids can dance and sing like nobody's business.
But
bro.
what is the difference between that and just grooming? Like,
Oh, they're being groomed.
they're being groomed
100%.
to do a thing.
100%.
It's just not sex, so it's okay.
It's not. Yeah, exactly. Literally.
It's just not sex.
But yeah, 100%. It's interesting. Sports is. I want to start my own kickball league.
Don't those Cuban swimmers start pretty young too, isn't it?
Cuban swimmers?
I think so.
Maybe, dude.
Or is it baseball? Same shit.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of baseball
Both of them.
out in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Yo, I went to. Don't ever like Marlins. Going to a Marlins game
His ass.
sucks.
Yeah.
Boring. They don't sell tickets.
I
nothing.
could predict that.
I went to go see Venezuela versus Dominican Republic in the Caribbean League.
Yeah.
I went. My dad invited me, and I went thinking like this is gonna be like a half-empty stadium. It's gonna be like whatever. Motherfucker was packed. Everybody was having a good
I'm not gonna lie.
ass
That
time.
sounds like a good time.
It was so fun. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I can't believe I'm having so much fun at a baseball game. It's crazy.
Dude, it's crazy
Just
how
singing
fun
songs and shit.
sports are when everyone going isn't rich.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Literally. That's what it is.
turns
man.
out shit's a blast
And all
when
these
anyone can
teams-
afford tickets.
These basketball teams and shit, like they're just real estate companies. They just buy the stadium and buy other things surrounding the stadium and then
Yeah.
rent it out to fucking restaurants and whatever the fuck for like the nightlife around the fucking game. Orlando City games I've heard are fun. I never got to go when I lived up there and I really wanted to.
Probably would have been a good time.
I would love to go see Inter Miami too. There's a lot of soccer teams.
Dude, I don't know. Because I like soccer, but, dude, I'm not watching the MLS. Is MLS good? Is it, like, actually... It's
Compared
not
to
worth
like
That's
no,
what I'm
no,
saying.
no. It's retirement league.
I'm not
Retirement
watching
league.
that shit.
But I would love to go see Messi play. Are you kidding me?
That would be sick. Dude, those
Kidding me?
tickets are
No,
fucking
but the
outrageous.
But the games are evenly matched, so it's like it's not like boring necessarily. It's almost like
Just not the
a
highest
version
level.
of college,
game, yeah.
you know. But instead, it's like on the other side. There's
Yeah.
college, pro, and then MLS retirement. Fucking
Yeah.
retire. We should start like a basketball retirement league.
Who was
Just
that one?
old heads.
Dude, I met this one guy that used to be like the goalie for our team or something. Who was like that sick ass goalie we used to have?
Our team, like Miami.
Like, no, USA.
Tim Howard.
Yes, I met Tim
Yeah,
Howard.
you met
bro.
Tim
Because I think
Shouts
he was
out.
like playing in Colorado when I was there, and it was like he did some event
Oh,
with my
probably- yeah,
company.
makes sense.
It was fucking sick. Shout out to Tim Howard, dude's legend.
Good goalie, good
Yep.
keeper. Every once in a while, there's like a few Americans that break over. and get
Very
over there.
rarely, but
But
it
even
happens.
those, you have to move over there when you're young, man.
Yeah.
Like Messi's kid, he's fucked. He's over here.
I never thought about
Messi's
that.
kid is fucked, dude. He's
He's got no one to practice
There's
with.
clips of Messi's kids playing soccer, and they're fucking.
They're filthy.
It's nothing here.
Yeah.
But like I don't know.
They'll be fine, I think.
They don't.
Messi will get them right.
You need to play.
They'll get him right.
You need, but you need to play against like good people to level up.
They're playing against Messi though.
Like I bet, if they are, then yeah, they're fine.
Yeah.
But if they're just playing these other kids, like they're not getting as strong as they need to get.
No, absolutely.
I bet they're getting cocky. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I bet I'm a legend. You know what I mean? You're not a legend, dude.
Just a little bitch.
But yeah, Orlando City, I always heard was fun. I always wanted to go. I didn't go.
Dude, I saw the funniest clip of the show with Inside the NBA.
Yeah.
Dude, it was like they were racing to get to like the wall, like Kenny and Chuck were, and it was like Kenny was so much further that he just like started walking. He just started walking, and then Chuck somehow caught him at the last second, and he was like,
"That's crazy."
I gave up on the play, like
fucking tortoise in the hair shit.
Dude, shout out to Chuck.
Dude, Chuck is so fucking funny, man.
Dude, that show is so elite. Like,
I can't believe it's ending. Isn't it ending?
You think about halftime of any other sport, it's like, I don't give a
I
fuck. I literally look forward to halftime to get to hear what those fuckers have to say.
100%.
Like, what else will get you looking forward to halftime? Nothing.
There's a good on Paramount.
Yeah.
There's a good group doing soccer commentary.
Oh, yeah?
There's a funny group. Jamie Carragher and let's see, like Tiari.
I think I've seen this. I think I have seen clips
Tiari?
from this.
The best part is there's one girl on the thing.
They're British, right?
Yeah.
I know the people you're talking about. I think I do.
3 Brits. Thierry's French. But like there was always memes that like Thierry was secretly in love with the girl.
Yeah.
And like there's always little hints. To me, I'm like, he's just French. You know what I'm saying? He just love
French.
He just love women.
They're just
out
a little
there.
flirty,
They just
you
love
know?
flirting. They love women.
It's just
what
the
it
accent.
is,
It makes
you know
them
what I'm
sound,
saying?
you know.
French are sluts. They got bad breath with the
What's
sluts.
the top 3 hottest accents on a woman?
Hottest
Go.
accents. I think I would put French in there, Italian in there.
Italian. Now we're talking. Hey.
And then I would say, I probably would say Spanish.
This guy just said Hebrew.
Hebrew. I would say Spanish. Because those are like the romantic languages anyway, right?
Honestly, I'm just going to put the UK in there.
British?
I'm going to put it in there.
You think that's the hottest accent?
And it's not the hot. It's up there, though. I think it's
Also,
up there.
it's like, you when it's British, you got to get regional.
What about Australia?
Because there's some different accents.
Australian accents.
Not a hot
aren't
accent.
They're not too great.
Not the hottest accent.
I don't really hear that and get moist. That's not me.
Literally. But French, Italian, Spanish.
Oi, matey.
Oh, mate.
Honestly, Russian, actually. I'm throwing Russian in there.
I think
I'm
Russian
throwing
could be hot.
Russian
I think
in
Russian
there.
could be hot.
Yeah.
I think Russian can definitely be hot. That's actually probably one of the more aggressive ones that's still hot.
You want to fuck? No, that's German right there. That's German.
German is not
You
hot.
want to fuck?
German is not hot. I'll tell you
Neither
that.
is Dutch,
Tell
bro.
you that right
What the
now.
fuck are they saying in Dutch, dude?
That
That language is so fake, bro.
fake ass language.
Country's dope, though.
Yo, ASL. That's sexy.
Oh, yeah. This guy's...
That's hot.
Oh,
I
God.
say that. That's hot.
We're going to get canceled. Okay, what other topics do we got for today?
Dude,
I think
we've been. It's a loosey goosey show.
we're just vibing out.
Dems argue about future of the
Oh,
party.
yeah, there was a Federal Reserve meeting today. And,
What'd they say in that meeting?
They basically said, yeah, we got all this shit going on with Trump, but like with the tariffs and all that, but we're just kind of going to chill and do nothing.
Well,
We're going to see what happens. That's literally what he said. He said, we're going to see what happens
that's the.
with the market. By the way, drop a like if you're watching, please.
Did you see at all the James Carville and David Hogg interview?
I've always, yes.
You
yes.
watched it?
I didn't watch the interview, but I saw that they got in a dispute.
Yeah, I watched that interview, and it really wasn't that. The only thing James Carville was like hung up on was he was like,
Progressives have no chance
no,
of
no,
ever
no.
winning anything.
He did make that point too. He did try to argue that too, but his main thing was like, he's like, you'll never change my mind on this. I think it's fucking like horrific that the DNC chair is like willing to fund people, like to fund races against other Democrats. He's like, we should find Republicans. No, because
based.
in my head, but that's like saying, he's like, why would you fight? He was saying like, why would you fight against your own? And it's
exactly.
No. But here, listen to this.
It just makes too much sense.
No, it doesn't, because it's like, let's say we're Heat fans and the Heat suck, and I go, we got to replace some of these players, and you go, why would you even dare think about replacing players?
That's a bit no.
That is exactly what it is. We got shitty people on the team we need to get rid of. That's what it is. That's what David Hogg's thing is. There's some Democrats that we could do without.
Well, that as a principle I agree with.
Yeah.
But when it comes to utilizing assets, like we only got so much money, the Democratic Party, right? So number one, I think that we should spend that on the other guys, not on our own people. Number two, James Carville, I actually agree with him.
He's so out of touch
on like everything.
He's
I
so
actually love James Carville.
You're fucking
I love this
whack,
fucking guy,
man.
and he's
so out of touch.
He's not only not out of touch,
He
he's
is so
one
out
of
of
the
touch.
most insightful political commentators
I
from
watched
his
him.
age because
yeah, he was
bro,
Bill Clinton's
he
guy.
won Bill Clinton the election.
Yeah.
He also
And
helped
I think-
Obama a lot.
I think that's solidified. I think he's stuck in that era. I think he's absolutely stuck in that era. James Carville. I watched. Have you ever seen the War Room documentary?
I will agree that he's stuck.
I've-
No, I haven't seen that.
It's like literally a documentary during the campaign, during the Clinton campaign. And there's this clip we do got to talk about that GTA 6. There's one clip that I watched that I was like, it stuck with me so hard. James Carville was like bitching about like the news. Not gonna lie, not my proudest fap. What the
Dear
fuck?
God, bro.
Wait.
What happened to James Carville?
I can't. There's no way that's about James Carville. But
The Australian accent?
in the
maybe? I don't know.
documentary, there's this one clip where like I think like some news outlet was saying like trying to say like both sides some shit basically.
Sitting on the fence.
And James Carville's like mad as fuck, right? And he's like, "Oh, if we say it's 104 and they say it's 150, the news goes, oh, they both stretched the numbers." And that stuck with me so hard because I'm like, but you are like, just don't stretch the numbers, and then they got nothing.
Exactly.
Just don't lie.
Exactly.
But Carville
he wasn't saying
no,
that?
Carville was being like, why are they like, he basically was saying like,
If they
well,
stretch
they
the numbers,
lie,
so should
their
we.
lie is worse than our lie, so why are you calling out our lie? And it's like, bro, just don't lie. Just don't say shit that's not true.
Okay. First of all,
I
telling
have so many- I
politicians
got
to not
problems,
lie,
yeah.
that's not going to fucking work.
We have to say that forever.
You have to tell the most strategic
doesn't
lies
work.
possible.
No.
I'm kidding. That's not the right play. That's what the evil people do.
But Carville, I think he's out of touch as
I think Carville's a.
fuck, bro.
I think he means well.
100%. Even in that interview, David Hogg and they're like, we're on the same team. Like they acknowledge like we want a lot, and they agreed on a lot of shit. But that and then the
progressives
shit,
will never win
progressives
anything.
will never win
Which
shit.
I honestly.
If-
He's kind of right.
If the media,
He's kind of right.
If the media forever tips the scales, then yeah.
Yeah, but and that's the
But
thing.
that's the only reason. But do you think if the media was completely fair, you think the progressives would have no shot?
What do you think about what the
Wait, no,
hell?
can you
Hold
answer
up.
that question,
Say
though?
that again. Say that again.
If the media was much more fair,
Yeah.
do you think progressives would have a shot? I think the answer is definitely yes. Like think about
Maybe.
2016.
That's only.
How-
I can only tell you maybe.
Think
I
about
don't know.
2016.
Yeah.
Think about how little they talked about Bernie.
This is what they don't want to tell you, Nico.
Please.
Is that I've been in this game for so fucking long. I've seen it happen to both parties. And let me explain what I'm talking about.
Please.
In the Republican Party, there was this little guy that was pretty popular, but the media wouldn't cover him. And his name was Ron Paul. Now, Ron Paul, he ran in 2008. He ran again in 2012. Okay?
Yes.
Both times, he would do great in the polls. He'd be polling at like second place. And they would literally just say, in first place, this guy. In third place, this guy. And they
Right.
would just ignore him.
Yeah.
And so what I'm saying is, it's not like just one party or the other is going to... Like, both parties ignore popular people
But that's
for the
not even-
sake of their own
But
interests.
that's not the party. That's the media.
It is okay. You're right.
That's
Well,
the
it's a little
media.
bit of both.
And maybe the media
It's a
is
little
an
bit of both.
extension of the party. Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. The party is also like fucking them over at every turn.
Yeah.
But like, fuck. That you saying because of that progressives will never win is valid. But when you say progressives are unpopular, it's like get the fuck out of here.
Progressive ideas are popular. Absolutely. In specifics and in moderation. I don't think, like AOC, I think she can win because she's progressive in only a particular area. She's not progressive about everything.
What's the thing she's not progressive about?
Like she's kind of come back on social issues a little bit. Like she
Like
dropped the
what?
pronouns from her
but
bio.
that's
She doesn't talk about
nothing.
trans issues anymore.
That's
Like,
nothing. These are nothing.
but no, dude. To some people, this is deal breakers. They're like, I don't fuck with AOC no more. And they think that
To
she's
some,
like
but that's like a
catering.
small-
They think that she's catering to
Which
the.
she is.
She
She for
is,
sure
and
bowed
it's
down.
working. She is, and it's working though.
I don't know that it's working.
It's working.
Well, working how? What has she gotten?
More popularity,
She tried to get
infiltration.
I don't think popularity. No. First of all, remember when she was trying to get that? I think it was rules and whatever.
And she
committee?
got denied for Tom, whatever the fuck, and then that guy retired, and then I get it. He's a bitch.
Oh, he's a bitch.
Yeah.
But the party themselves, that's like the biggest. Like she bent the knee to them.
Yeah.
And they were still like, "Get the fuck out of here! Fuck you! Get the fuck out of here!"
Dude, isn't it crazy that
Like the new people in the party always have to shit on the old people. Like,
thoughts on gay vegans?
that's the way it goes.
Just kill yourself.
Yeah, if you're a gay vegan,
Just end it, dude.
you're fucking malnourished.
You might as well.
You're fucking missing protein.
You're also eating meat anyways, so
True. Also true.
it's kind of self-defeating.
Queer.
Kind of hate yourself
You fucking
a
queer.
little bit.
I love the progressives.
It's like all those Jews that hate Israel.
The media is the problem. Progressives would be winning if it wasn't for the media. I will stand by that forever.
I don't think it's that simple, but I agree that they would have a
think,
better
I
chance.
think they tip the scale so hard because you only know about the like nobody's going off and like Googling the other candidates that don't get talked about.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? That's the case. Coming from a gay vegan, fuck you. Fuck the gay vegans, dude.
No, we're sorry. We didn't mean that about the gay vegans. Yo, the bot's giving you a hard time. Don't send so many capitals.
I didn't even see that. There'll be caps lock.
No,
in
we're
there
just
in the
joking,
chat.
bro. But
No, but the progressives are coming, and it's the only thing that's gonna save us. No lib, no fucking moderate lib is doing shit. Well, look, the reality is they might win. Trump, because the Carville strategy of like let Democrats should just not say anything and just let Republicans run the shit into the ground.
yeah,
I hate that strategy. The fucking
I think it's genius.
It's genius.
I think it's genius,
it's
bro.
genius if you want to win,
Yes,
and that's it. But
Yeah.
if you want to change shit, useless.
bro.
Fucking useless.
Winning is how you do shit, though.
Yeah,
bruh.
but you can win without doing that.
Not really.
Yes, you can.
Yo, but also, isn't it crazy
Yes, you
that
can.
like we dead ass have a president now that is bigger than the party?
It's crazy.
Like he's actually way bigger
crazy.
than the Republican Party. Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
Republican Party was nobody before this guy.
It's
It's kind of wild when
it-
you think about
if
it.
he leaves after 2 terms, all these guys are like the Trump lovers do not love the rest of these motherfuckers.
That's the problem.
They don't love JD. They don't love fucking.
What do you think? You think when Trump's gone, they're gonna go back to the we're tough on crime and we support the military? You think they're gonna go back to that shit? I don't know.
I think there will be supporting the military. Yeah.
Well, obviously Trump supports the military too, but
I think they will. No, I think
the current president touched my previous uncle. # no cap.
Whoa, yo, we're sending that to the New York Times. Give us your uncle's info. So we can
I'm calling a
contact them.
reporter right now.
All right.
Appreciate the heads up.
I think the Republican Party, when Trump's gone, is going to be in a super, super bad spot. That will make it so that some shit ass Gavin Newsom, fuck ass Democrat could.
I hate that you're
win
so
that.
right. It's gonna happen. That is what's gonna
Well,
happen.
you love that though. You want.
I fuck
that.
with Gavin. Gavin Newsom wouldn't be my
You
first
want
choice though.
that.
Gretchen Whitmer, though.
Gretchen Whitmer.
That's my girlie.
There's some tolerable guys. Andy Bashir. I mean, there's some people in there that could. But like,
I'm a raging moderate, bro.
Republican
It is what
Party,
it is.
I actually have no idea. I don't know who's gonna come out of the Republican Party.
No problem, Snoop. We're gonna make sure that you get the attention that you deserve.
Yeah.
I can't believe someone would do that to you.
Can we make the President Touched My Uncle merch?
Caucasian Punjabis need a voice. I
Caucasian Punjabis.
don't quite know what those words mean, but I share the sentiment.
Reagan asked my mom for sexual acts when she was underage. No cap. What?
See, that one I believe.
I kind of believe it. Yeah.
That sounds like it could be real.
I remember Uni's mom from like elementary school.
Right?
I buy it.
That's what I was thinking.
I buy it. I fucking buy it.
I feel like Reagan would ask her about that. Like,
yo, Nancy? She got that don't. I bet, dude. If you think about it.
what does Nancy got, bro?
She got that mouth on her, bro.
Dear God, man.
She probably did. If you really think about it.
She got them bazookas.
Did Reagan cheat like Kennedy style?
She got
I don't
them
think he did.
bazookas. He was too old to cheat.
Reagan?
He was brain dead.
I
by then.
don't. Reagan?
Like towards the end of his term. Yeah.
He was brain dead?
He was like getting to the Biden stage. Maybe not quite there, but he was getting there for sure.
Hmm.
They called him to a fucking investigation in Congress like a couple years after he was president, and like he just didn't remember shit. Like about like
That's
Iran and various other things.
That
Yeah,
is crazy.
people forget about that. That's what I'm saying, bro.
I knew he got Alzheimer's after.
People like to act like this Biden situation where he was too old, like, oh, it's unprecedented.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't
No,
unprecedented,
no.
bro. We had FDR was in a fucking wheelchair.
Yeah.
We had Woodrow Wilson had a fucking stroke. His wife was the president.
Dude,
His wife was president.
FDR
Look it up.
was like fucking in a wheelchair. Like,
Argue
they
with the
hit it.
fucking wall.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like, we just shouldn't have these old ass fucking people, bro.
Dude,
It's crazy.
there's nothing that the president could do that I can't do, bro.
That's kind of true.
It's kind of true.
It's kind of basic, except for like get $1 million loan from my dad.
Yeah, he's
That's
got
the
like
one
connects and
thing,
all
that's
that.
the one thing I can't do.
$1 million loan. Start a university.
If I could just do that, me and Trump would be the same.
Exactly. If I could just marry like this supermodel from
Excuse me.
where the fuck is Melania from? I don't even know.
Slovenia?
Slovenia.
I'm
Somewhere
guessing.
in Yugoslavs. Somewhere over there.
I think she's actually from Kentucky. Don't tell me I got hiccups now.
Oh, he's got the hiccups. This guy, the thing about Nico is when he gets hiccups, he's got him for the rest of the show,
the
baby.
rest of the show.
Rest of the fucking show. Oh yeah, we had a bunch of let's get back to the Fed meeting for a second. So
Yes.
this motherfucker Jerome Powell basically, first of all, he was a
Do you
little
want another
nervous
beer real
today. I'm chilling on another beer. We're already a couple beers deep. All right, actually, fuck, marry, kill. Ryan Garcia, Nancy Pelosi, Hugh Hefner. Kill Ryan Garcia. That guy's ugly. Hugh. Yeah, he said fuck, marry, kill Ryan Garcia, Nancy Pelosi, Hugh Hefner. That's the weirdest combination of names I've ever seen. But
Oh my god, who do you fuck?
who do you marry?
I think you fuck Pelosi.
No, you got to marry Pelosi because she's got the bank account.
I think Hugh's got some money. Got some Playboy money.
Compared to Nancy?
Well, compared to Nance, sure.
Compared to Nancy?
So what, are you going to fuck Hugh?
Dude, I'll marry her just for the insider trading, bro. Fuck all that. I don't even need her money. I'll just take the fucking info.
You ever seen young Pelosi?
I haven't
Young
actually.
pictures of Pelosi?
I think I was maybe like 10 years ago.
Let's get Nikki D's live reaction to young
right.
Nancy Pelosi.
Cover my eyes. Cover my eyes.
Actually, probably not that bad. Open them. She's actually not that bad. She's very normal.
Mid.
Yeah, very fucking
She's
normal.
mid.
She look better now.
Arguably. Nah, but like Hillary Clinton back in the day, she could get it though.
R/old school cool Nancy.
Have you seen all the posts comparing like old?
Fuck
old,
you, Hefner, easy. Yeah, I guess we kill Garcia, marry Pelosi, fuck Hugh.
That's the way. He's
You think-
experienced.
Hugh,
He won't let us down.
he probably would make it like an orgy situation with all the Playboy models, Playboy bunnies.
Looks like you're drinking a bottle of Sweet Baby Ray's. That's
what it is, baby. Barbecue.
Cheers. What do we got here? Nancy Pelosi detained by Chinese police after laying a memorial banner on Tiananmen Square. That's a headline I never thought I would see.
When did this open on?
This is crazy.
A weird link. She looked alright.
What did this open on?
She looks.
You got like a Reddit app, bruh?
Just from the chat, like it just opened.
How the fuck did you just open that like that? Yo.
Oh, wait.
Don't listen to the bot. Keep sending links. Fuck all that.
All right.
Yo, that was weird. I've never seen that.
Maybe a
have
7.
you seen all the posts comparing Hillary Clinton in the 90s to Sabrina Carpenter?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently they looked very similar.
Hillary Clinton was not the ugliest person ever.
Nah, she was a baddie.
She looked all right. And it makes sense with Bill. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not marrying any uggos.
Oh, he's a player.
He's a player.
He's a player.
He's a player.
He ain't marrying no ugglos.
No ugglos.
Unless they're 10 years
Let's
old.
go, baby. Nothing like a thick drink.
Bro.
You know what it is. News with Brews, bro. Hit like, subscribe.
People
share
forget.
the link with somebody you know.
People forget that Bill Clinton is a pedophile.
Yes. That's why Democrats can't really talk about the Epstein shit.
They really can't.
Because we're the motherfuckers on that list.
Yep.
Fucking Bill.
Even when he was doing the Epstein stuff, he was a Democrat at that time.
Yeah.
And we can't even talk about that.
It's crazy, like, how many conservatives are, like, make a big deal of the Epstein shit.
Yeah.
And then Trump does this, like, fake redacted files.
What do you mean, dude?
Shit.
They're urgently working. Shit. They're urgently releasing them.
Like
they've been working on 12-hour shifts every day and night for the past fucking 3 months, bro.
The denial is crazy, bro. The denial is crazy.
Dude, they are working It's like when the Democrats would say, like, we're working tirelessly for a ceasefire. It's like that. Like, oh, we're working tirelessly to release the Epstein files.
I think that's one of the things that holds AOC back the most.
Is the tireless
the
thing
fact that
she
she
said?
has, like, I mean, she fucking lied. You know what I'm saying?
That's why she's based. That's why she's a queen.
She's based because she lied?
Yes, bro.
What?
Because she will do whatever it takes to further the cause.
But that's not that's like.
That's what we need on our fucking side.
Furthering the cause.
Sent the link to my old kick.
Hope
y'all do numbers. What is this guy talking about, bro?
Let's go. Send it to
You're a hero, bro.
Kick, dude.
You're our fucking hero,
Shouts
fam.
out Kick, man.
Make sure you drop a like.
Yo, the first porn bot that ever DM'd me was on Kick.
Really?
You remember Kick?
Oh, you're talking. Oh, for some reason
Kick,
I was thinking.
old, not streaming, which we are streaming on Kick.com. We're talking about the old Kick Messenger app.
I forgot about that
from
shit.
Back in the day.
So old, I forgot it existed.
That was our MySpace.
I repressed my memories from the Kick days.
I remember Kick.
That shit got used for nefarious purposes.
Every chat, dude. Snapchat today.
Yeah.
Crazy.
What a world we live in. You ever think about the fact that like you and we were talking about ChatGPT, right? And we're like, oh yeah, it's getting smarter and shit. But it's like, yo, these kids nowadays need to know how to use that shit, or they're fucked.
How to use ChatGPT?
Yeah.
I would say actually the exact opposite.
You think we're the ones that are fucked if we don't know how to use it? What? Or what do you mean? Live access removed?
We got fucking.
Bro, we just got banned.
For what? For misinformation.
No way. No way.
Yo, we got banned on TikTok.
We got banned for misinformation on TikTok. No fuck. Did we get mass reported by some like?
Should I say? It says, "Do you agree with this decision?"
Let me read what it says, bro.
Let's read this.
We need to read this.
Holy shit!
You've received a warning for your first violation. The next violation will result in a strike. Tap to violation reasons, misinformation. In a global community, it is natural for people to have different opinions, but we seek to operate on a shared set of facts and realities. We do not allow inaccurate, misleading, or false content that may cause significant harm to individuals or society, regardless.
I think we talked about Tiananmen Square too much.
Wait, you're actually right. You're actually right.
Shit.
It's because we were talking about Tiananmen Square.
Damn. So we're not gonna go TikTok live next week, but after
Dude,
that
that
we're
is
back.
fucking crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
That we just mentioned Tiananmen Square and they kick us off.
That's gotta be what it is.
There's no other reason that they would have done that. I mean,
God, TikTok, you fuckers.
I'm kind of taking it back right now.
But it actually doesn't tell us what.
Okay, we have to call the reporters right now.
Should we appeal?
We need to get on the news. Fuck the appeal. We're getting on the fucking news about this.
Screenshot.
Oh, it's because. Oh, wait a minute. This guy's onto something because he sent the link to the Tiananmen Square thing.
Oh shit.
And that was on
but
It was on the screen though. It was on the
TikTok
screen.
is not that.
Oh,
TikTok
you're
is-
right.
TikTok
Yeah.
is different.
Never mind. TikTok
So
couldn't see the
I
link.
think we're just talking about it.
It's not because of you.
I don't think it was the link directly.
We're good there.
Holy shit.
But maybe the gay vegan thing. Maybe that could have still been you somehow.
Gay vegans in China.
Nah,
Crazy.
that's wild, bro.
Crazy, dude.
That's wild.
AI voice translation, maybe. Who the fuck knows, dude? We're trying to get it live on TikTok to have this actual stream on TikTok.
How
instead
many
of
do? What's the?
bullshit.
Is there like a threshold we need to meet or some shit?
You have to apply. I don't know what the actual numbers is for them to let you do it, but
I'm
have to
on
apply
YouTube.
to
You
be
blaming
able
motherfuckers, man. What the hell? What does that mean? I need a translator, bro.
No, Uni sent the link. Uni sent the.
Oh yeah, not you,
the Nancy
Snoop.
Tiananmen Square.
You did nothing wrong,
God,
Snoop.
You're fucking real.
We
One.
weren't talking to you, bro.
You're top member of this community, man.
Snoop fool. We
Don't forget
fuck with
about
you,
it.
bro.
Snoop.
As long as you like.
Yeah, as long as you liked and subscribed and sent the stream to somebody.
You don't like, you're blacklisted. You don't need to send it to someone. Fuck all that. But at least like.
Yes, send it. Just text somebody. Who cares?
Anyways, yeah, fuck TikTok. They're dead wrong for that. What else we got? Any other shit going on?
What's stock to buy this week, real quick?
Oh, that's a good point. Apple.
Apple.
Because I'm going back to my theory that I honestly am just calling the bluff. There's no way these China tariffs are sticking, bro. Give it 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, they're gonna be gone. There's just no fucking way that they stay. So and Apple just had a good earnings, right? They went down even though they had a good earnings because people are upset about the China shit. Yeah, like past 1 year is bad. Like they're actually it's not that bad, but they're down over the past like couple weeks. Like they were at 260, bro. They were at like 250, 260.
Oh shit.
They're gonna come
So
back.
it's time to buy. Oh.
They're gonna come back. And if there is a China deal announced, I feel like they'll go straight to 220 in like an instant. A fucking instant, bro. Cheers on the Sweet Baby Rays.
Yo, buy Sweet Baby Ray's stock. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know if they have one, but I would be down if they do. Get on CS. Give me a couple hours, bro. Give me a couple hours.
CS.
I'll get on.
You gotta come on a Monday. Hop on CS on the gaming stream.
That would actually be good. Yeah, I'd be down.
Be fun, dude.
I'd be bout.
Might be, bro. Listen, we're trying to do 3 streams a week: gaming, news, music.
Yep.
That's what we're trying to do out here. We're set up. I'm about to have a live band in here.
Really?
Full drums, guitar, bass.
That's gonna be sick.
Dude, I'm excited. We're getting some bands lined up. Summer of Stream. That's what I'm calling the summer.
Yes.
It's the summer of Stream, baby.
And I'm moving next month, and I'll be closer. And at that point, we're just gonna be fucking thrown off. We might do 5 of these a week.
We're like the FaZe Clan.
Maybe not 5.
But cooler.
But FaZe Clan fell off, bro. Fuck those
Cooler than the
guys.
FaZe Clan.
We're way doper.
With the T&B Clan. Shouts out. All right, so buy Apple, sell the Ethereum.
Sell Ethereum. Honestly, long everything because I think these tariffs are going away. It's a bunch of bullshit. Just a bunch of noise.
I'm not completely sold that Trump's not gonna do something stupid as fuck. Like I'm not completely convinced that he'll be reasoned with.
Okay, what is FWonk? We have to check this out.
Check it out. Fwonk.
What the fuck is FWonk, bro?
Just
Oops.
opening Spotify right here.
I opened Spotify on the accidental. Liberty Media Corp Series C.
What is Liberty Media?
The Formula One Group is a group of companies responsible for the promotion of FIA Formula. Is that the right thing?
Formula One.
Who sent this? Did Young Mantis send it? Who sent this? Oh yeah, Young Mantis did send this.
Young Mantis. He's a big F1 fan.
Bro, I fuck with F1.
My dad went to see it on Friday.
Really? Where at?
Here, it was down here.
Oh, the Miami Pre.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick. I went and saw them in Austin, and it was pretty dope.
That's sick. I would love to get in the car, but I'd also be scared as fuck to get in the car, man.
Yeah, that shit goes fast.
It's crazy.
I'm more of a
Their
NASCAR.
reaction time, the
I'm
F1
rocking with
guys'
NASCAR.
reaction times to shit is
When they pick the shit up with the dropping and all that shit.
Like,
Yeah,
all that shit is crazy. I do not have that.
yeah, I'm more of a NASCAR type of guy. Dale Earnhardt is my goat. Sorry, Max Verstappen.
Let's go, Dale Earnhardt, the
Legend.
The legend.
Had a Jeff Gordon lunchbox going to school back in the day. Loved me some Jeff Gordon as well. See, people talk shit. They're like, oh, they're just turning left, which is true. But sometimes you have to turn left more, and sometimes you have to turn left less.
It's really about choosing when to ahead. It's pretty cool. I like racing. I'm not a hater.
Racing is dope.
Racing is dope.
I got no issues with it.
Yeah.
Street racing is cooler.
I love
though.
racing in Tiananmen Square.
With
Fuck.
tanks.
Fuck TikTok.
Let's
bro.
race our tanks in Tiananmen Square and drive over protesters.
Fucking do it.
That'd be a blast.
Fucking do it.
Dude, imagine being the actual tank man. Like you're the guy that like was there
That would be insane.
and the tank ran him over.
That'd be fucking crazy.
Dude, I'm getting out of the fucking way, bro.
Dude, imagine like
I'm not dying for
imagine
that.
if like somebody attacked like dropped a missile or something
Yeah.
in Broward.
Yeah.
Like how crazy would that be?
That would be
How
pretty
fucking
crazy.
nuts would
Yeah.
that be, bro?
Depends who
Like,
it
you
is.
Saw that,
I
you saw the
mean,
video earlier with in Pakistan.
yeah.
It's like imagine like we're like iPhone footage distance watching a fucking missile hit. That's horrifying.
Dude, it's crazy to think about this shit. Like, because I don't care who the fuck you are. If you live in Connecticut, like, you can't connect with, like, Palestinian children dying.
Yeah. No.
Like, no matter how many videos you watch, like, you're never going to understand that shit.
Yeah, no, you can
if you
sympathize
live in
and-
Connecticut. Nothing against
sympathize and
Connecticut,
shit.
but
It's hard to really understand.
it's might as well be a different universe. Like, the different perspectives that you have. Being, like, in a fucking conflict and people are dying versus, like, you're just vibing in fucking Alaska.
Who the fuck signed off on the Larry King background? Listen, man.
What's wrong with the background?
This shit's fire.
This is our strategic
This is
map
our shit right here.
of the world.
We got dots. We should. It has like dots on where people are listening, dude.
That would be so good. Yeah, fuck Connecticut, bruh.
Bro. Fuck Connecticut.
They're just a bunch of bitches. They're good at basketball or
They got a
something.
Good education.
I got like a
there.
good college basketball. That's about it.
Fuck them.
Can you name like what's a city in? I can't name a city.
Hartford.
What is Hartford?
Is that not the capital?
I think the capital is New Haven. Maybe it is actually. I've no.
Connecticut.
Oh, it is a city in Connecticut. You know,
Capital city, baby.
Oh!
Let's go.
Nico knows his shit, bro.
Come on, man.
Nico knows his capitals.
Hartford.
Nico knows his damn capitals. I'm proud of this shit.
That's the only city I know from Connecticut. Hartford.
I wouldn't have got it. I only know about New Haven because isn't that where's Yale?
Yale is. I think it's
in New Haven,
I
right?
think it's in Connecticut.
Maybe it's in Hartford. I don't fucking know.
Where is Yale? New Haven, Connecticut.
Bro, I guarantee. Do you know where Notre Dame? Oh shit.
Oh fuck.
What the fuck? No, it's crazy because the stream doesn't even know that something happened. Do they?
They do that.
Oh, they do. We got the green screen fucked up, folks. That's what happens when Nikki D gets 2 beers deep on a fucking Wednesday night. Start fucking up everything.
I got you. Alright, we're good. Foyer.
We fixed it.
It takes a slight finesse.
My stepdad's from Connecticut. I'll smash some. Bro, nobody's crashing out about Connecticut, bro.
Yeah, no.
It's
Relax.
not. No one's.
Relax. Move to Virginia or something, bro.
Yeah, that's Connecticut's version of crashing out is moving to Virginia. That's what they do.
Smashed. Come smash, bro. Come smash me. You know what I'm saying? Smash me up.
You don't want the smoke.
Too much in. Holy shit. What time is it?
It's.
Oh, we did it.
We
did the show.
we
Holy
pretty much
fuck.
did the show.
Did we miss anything?
Yeah, we missed everything actually.
No, we did good. We
Yeah, I'm
talked
just kidding.
about
I'm just kidding.
topics. People, I mean, yeah, we definitely missed some shit, but we got it. It was a good show.
Happy Short King Week, everybody.
Happy Short King Week.
5'5" to 5'9".
Real ID at the airport started today.
Oh.
I wonder how much chaos.
I don't have an ID right now.
What?
Am I
It
fucked?
expired?
No, because I lost it.
Oh, you kind of fucked.
Am I fucked?
You don't look like an immigrant, so maybe not.
Yeah, it'll be alright.
But yeah, Virginia got to be gay.
If I'm getting on a plane, though, I'm cooked. Very similar to Wilton Manors. Honestly, Wilton Manors and Virginia, same exact vibes.
I would not be surprised.
Someone copy-pasted those vibes.
Not be surprised to find that out. But
What's the vibe equivalent to Miami?
I would say that it's in the U.S. or anywhere.
U.S. prefer anywhere.
Like first I thought like L.A.
Yeah.
kind of.
But they're kind of polar opposites at the same time.
They're kind of not.
Because Miami's like tropical.
Oh, you mean like climate?
No, just everything.
It's tropical. I guess Miami might be 101.
Miami is 101. That was the right fucking answer. That was the right goddamn answer.
San Juan? No, it's definitely not like Miami. You tripping. Way more poor.
Wildin'.
San Juan is way poorer. I love Puerto Rico. Y'all boys gonna go drain Sneak. Try not to stare.
Enjoy
that shit.
Make sure you like before you do that.
Yeah, hit like.
Instead of jacking off.
Oh, yeah. Dude, we killed it. Solid episode this week.
Dude, but Drew told us to stay on, bruh.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
What you doing, Drew?
So we gotta stay.
What you fucking doing?
Drew's actually our boss.
Yeah,
we have to listen to him.
He's CEO of TMV Network.
Because he owns when we shot the Prima season Forever, he actually got me in a 360 deal.
Fuck.
Yeah.
He signed that shit, dude.
So if you're using me, we have to listen to Drew.
Christ. God.
Bro,
damn it,
if Drew actually had like a could have been record style show, but like for clothing designers,
it'd be fun.
tell me that wouldn't be genius.
It'd be fun, man.
Tell me that would not be fucking
It'd be
genius.
fun, Drew, we're out to the wharf this weekend or what, dude?
Let's ride out.
We're fucking out here.
It's go time.
We gotta, dude. We're doing on the street bits. We're going on the street with the handheld.
Bro,
I've yet to do that, and I really do want to do that.
I would ask some crazy questions.
I wanted to do like a game show of like you find someone drunk and we go
Trivia or like what?
Like math questions. Yeah, like if you can do this math right now, like drunk as fuck, it's like $10 a question.
Yeah.
Like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire style.
I could fuck with that.
It'd be funny, dude.
Or no, you know what you gotta do? You gotta have like just offer to people like, okay, here's 3 topics, and then it's like they can either do the $5 question, $10 question, or like $50 question.
Yeah.
And it's like the $50 question is some shit like no one's ever heard of.
Yeah.
That's what we gotta do.
That's a good one too. Maybe we'll do it.
20 more minutes of my flight. I created y'all.
I created y'all.
Okay, you didn't create nobody. Last time I checked, you are not a father.
You are not a father, dude.
Maybe he is, and we don't know
We're
about it.
not in your
But as far as I know, you're not a father.
You're
so
not my daddy.
Ain't mine.
I know that much. You ain't my fucking daddy,
Not to my knowledge.
dude. Motherfucker. All right.
All right.
Did we give it to him?
It was a good week.
It was a good week. We did pretty good. Successful episode. Hit like, subscribe. Shit talk.
Oh, bro, you have to give your MVP of the week. Mine was
MVP of the week,
Jokic.
I said Harvard, and then I said, who is my MVP this week? Who
The
fuck?
number 1 person this week.
The number 1 person.
Can't say Hassan challenge.
It's Ezra.
Yes.
Ezra's the number 1 person this week.
Ezra's the fucking GOAT.
I I didn't mean to hit the boo button. That's an accident.
That was an accident.
But shouts out Ezzy. All right.
And shout out everyone watching. You guys are the real MVPs.
Yeah, there's 7 people.
Drop a like. We appreciate y'all. And same place next week?
Same place.
What do y'all think about that?
Week.
Same place next week?
Yes, sir. Except for TikTok.
Yeah, we're banned from TikTok
we're
now.
We're banned till Wednesday at 9 p.m.
Oh, fuck. Maybe it wasn't about Tiananmen Square then, because I feel like they would have banned us for 20 years if it was that.
What the fuck would it have been? It had to have been.
Gay vegans, dude.
Maybe Pakistan, India, maybe.
They're pro-vegans.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I think that's what it is.
I wish they would tell you. It's so stupid they don't tell you.
Yeah, that is weird.
YouTube is the sketchy one. YouTube is the one that, like, if I ever get banned from YouTube, I'll be like, fuck.
It's
my
GG'd.
life, dude.
We're GG'd.
I would actually be like, fuck me.
The fucking 40 subs lost.
Mm-hmm.
How will we recover? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But all right, everyone. We appreciate you coming out.
Yeah.
Have a good week.
Have a legendary week.
We'll be back.
Drew, have a safe rest of the flight. Much love, homie. Hit like, subscribe.
Hey, pull up right here, Drew.
Yeah.
If you're coming forward. Yeah, just pull up, bro.
Pull up, man.